Good afternoon, curling fans. Welcome back to Curdia Legends 2. We're here for part 2 of the group stage. We've had a lot of action already, some great matches, and we're about ready to start the afternoon. We've got a long day ahead of us, so we're not going to talk too much about it. We're just going to jump into it, let them go. We've got Gregory against Chris from a Group A matchup. Fish with a couple of draws so far. Gregory, a couple of losses. It's going to be a tough road for both of them to get into the gold, but it's still possible, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. And I mean, that's the whole thing with having this concept. I kind of like it where the best of the rest gets a potential spot in the final knockouts. You always have something to play for. At some point, maybe, well, I'm not going to be top of my group, so that is out of the equation. But even then, you might want to play for the iron roads, the wood roads, so you're never kind of out of like anything to play for anymore.
Nope. And so they are about to start off, so we're going to head out there. Chris has the choice. He's taking hammer in the second end, so he'll be leading off in this first one. I keep calling him Chris, even though I know it's Christoph, but he replaced Chris, and he's
He
also
carries the
Fish.
spirit with Chris.
Yes. It was very easy. We didn't have to print anything new. We just had to update a picture, and that was it.
Yeah, and the funny thing was, we kind of did that last minute on our ends, kind of bringing in a reserve and alternate player, but we forgot to kind of mention that to Christoph very late. So yeah, at some point he noticed, wait a minute, why is my picture on the stream assets? What's happening here? And then all of a sudden, this morning he got the message, bring your curling gear. So hop in the car, no time for questions.
We had the ice redone, so Fish's first stone comes up a little bit light, hogged it. Gregory's comes in, sits right there on the tee, so somebody knows the fresh ice pretty well.
Yeah. I don't know the group standings by heart, John. Do you know how Chris and Gregory are facing a potential spot?
Chris is sitting in third spot. Oh, sorry. Fourth spot with 2 points, and Gregory is in fifth with 0. Richard leads the group with 7 points. Mats has 4 in second. Jordi with 3 points in third. But Mats and Richard have both played 3 matches. They were the unfortunate people to have 3 matches before the lunch break. But
well, I think in the case of Richards, if you have 7 points out of 3 matches, you have a kind of very comfortable lunch break.
Yes. So not out of it just yet, but they do need to play some good stones. Chris Fish has said that he's not happy with the 2 draws. He made some mistakes. But,
yeah, he was probably told by Jeroen. Jeroen also mentioned that when he was in our hot seat, like there were some like easy shots for the win. He missed out on those, so he could have performed better with a little bit more focus. I think Jeroen pinpointed that as the probable cause. Just not enough concentration to just seal the deal, basically.
The 2 stones from Christoph coming up light. Gregory trying to come in behind it, get some things stacked up in the house. No takeouts until one more stone has been played. Ooh, just
finding the
misses
gap
there and somehow missing it, but sitting down. Go. So still no takeouts allowed. And over on the other sheets, over on sheet A, we have Magali and Felipe, and we have Bram and Annemiek on sheet C.
Bram and Annemiek, that is an interesting one.
Yeah, that's that group of death that we picked out from the draw state after the seeding round, and yeah, that's going to be a tough match, a tough road for anyone to come out of.
Bram is very confident he will win his group.
He's sitting pretty strong, I think, and I think a win in this match would probably seal it for him. 9 points from 3 matches, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, the good thing with that is there in the group, only 2 players kind of have full control over their destiny. That's Bram and Annemiek. The others have to kind of depend a little bit on the results of other games. So that the head-to-head is obviously the important one. The winner of that game is in a straight line to the knockouts.
Over curling on that one a little bit, but settles down in the house. yellow's still possible to get to it. Yeah, I think Annemiek will be a little disappointed with the tie against Joey because she had the chance to win it and unfortunately she still got a point out of it, so that's still helpful. But yeah, when
Yep.
you're chasing Brahman as 6 points, it makes it tough.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't had the chance to check in with Bart Klomp to see how he experienced his
He
game
is
so far.
disappointed with his play. He's enjoying himself. I got to talk to him just before we came on the air, and he said he's pretty sure he is not going to make the gold road because he needs a lot of help. He needs to win 2 matches and then needs some help to end up above because Annemiek has 4 points already. Bart's maximum is 4 points, so and Gary has 3 points. So even if Annemiek and Gary were to play to a tie, Annemiek goes higher than him, so it's going to be he says it's going to be tough, but he still has a chance to make iron, and he can always do some good things there.
I mean, yeah, that's the nice thing with a group of that. That will mean, I think even the Iron Road and the Wood Road will have a couple of these very big shots in those brackets. So there is potentially no easy bracket for a legendary prize there.
No.
Every bracket will be a fight for life and death if you want to end up in the spa.
Yeah. But I also was talking with Sean, and he's already was cutting it close on time. He has a flight to catch tonight, so it's possible that he will probably pull out of the playoffs, and so that will bump somebody up into his winner spot if he does win the group.
Yep.
And so everyone gets the playoffs. Unless we suddenly start playing these matches in like 8 minutes and we get ahead of schedule. So we've already caught back up some of the time we lost, but it's still a learning thing. We learned, okay, we need a little more time for the LSDs and factoring that in. And yeah, I think that's part of it. And also, I think one of the sheets, like the A sheet, the ice is playing really difficult, so it's making people think a little bit more that those matches tend to be running behind. I have to say I like that shot where it's like you pull out and there's 2 other people sliding along along with it, so all 3 going down like a
look at that
show parade. Nice little tap and roll.
Could have used a little bit of extra roll there, but other than that, it was a very decent shot.
Chris Fish deciding what he wants to do with this. Kind of just needs to hit and sit to really try to take away the draw to the button there. Does not have hammer, so he is hoping to just kind of prevent Gregory from scoring big. And we saw Chris in his first couple of matches. He missed a couple of takeouts wide. So is that going to be on his mind?
Yeah,
we'll find out. Oh, that's going to start going. There it does. That's going to be on the guard. So, opportunity for Gregory to go for 3 if he so chooses. Little hack weight takeout. Pop that red out the side.
Luckily, John wasn't muted because that was a tectonic shift here in the booth.
Yeah.
A dad sneeze.
Yeah, almost. Minus the volume, the true volume. I mean,
the intensity was there.
Yeah, that cut up me. I was barely able to find my mute button, and poor you had to hear it and catch it in your ear. Oh, this is gone. That is way gone. Not hard enough. That's not even enough to get to the house, really. Under through that one, but still walks away with a point. Fish getting bailed out there from Gregory. Gregory knows he's going to have to do better than that to try to get out of this group. or to get into a higher playoff bracket. Over on sheet C, Annemiek scored 2. Nope, sorry, Brom scored 2. Annemiek actually has the seeding advantage over there. I thought that switched the other way around, but no, that's right. She finished second in the overall. She had the 2 amazing draws. Gregory to lead things off 1-0 here at end number 2. He had the better weight control in the first couple of stones. This one feels heavy though. Is that going to bite down? Looks pretty good. It's going to stay nicely above the button. Oh, just on the pin.
That is a pretty solid LSD. And with already that point on the board, I think this is an excellent way to open your final end. Final seems very definitive.
Yeah. These things happen. And it is the final end. Is for the second. You have the first and the final.
Yeah, that's true. There is no middle section in this game. You're
the middle section is the 30 seconds between ends.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was talking to Richard from Current Club Friesland. It was his first time playing this kind of 1v1 format, and he said he actually enjoyed playing it. It was pretty interesting because of the no takeouts and all of that. So it's kind of a there are lots of angles and perspectives to this game. It's not a one-trick pony type of format.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear people have enjoyed it. I mean, that's one of the things why we kind of, one of the reasons we wanted to put this together, or goals of it, was to find something that was fun, fast, individual, and yeah, so I'm glad people are enjoying. I'm glad we had such a good turnout this year. Hopefully next year we'll get some more.
Yeah, I mean, going back to the origin story, I think it started back when we were streaming the Austrian Curling Open. That was a very cool tournament, but also in terms of a broadcaster perspective, very intensive, because lots of games, little break time, and some of these games lost their tension like halfway, and if it's like the third day, you're feeling your energy drained, the game is clearly heading towards a win for one team, but you know you're going to have to stream for over an hour until the finish of the game is there, then that kind of trickled into the idea, what if there was this kind of more high-intensity, short-paced version of curling, especially for streaming purposes, where you're always in this kind of intensity zone. Every stone is important. You can always kind of build up some momentum. Some important stuff could happen. And we had some beers in the evening to kind of celebrate doing a very good broadcast.
Surviving another weekend.
Yeah, so the idea grew. And then, on the road back in the car, you have a lot of discussion time, driving like roughly 800, 900 kilometers home. So I guess that's where the idea for Curdia Legends was born. But yeah, finding kind of an exact date and everything.
This one starting to curl over. Now that we see that the ice has been done, we're got a lot more curl in it, and that's not going to hang on. Chips a little bit. It slides on through. I'm almost tempted to like turn up the volume on the ice mics just to give a little more ambiance, but at the same time, there's something peaceful about it.
Yeah,
no yelling, no screaming, no banging of rocks, just that constant shh of the stones going over the pebble until Bron blows his nose underneath the microphone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Tom van Waterschoot also has that kind of elephant-y way of making sure everybody knows his nose has been cleaned.
Just hanging around with this one. He's got the 2 there in the middle. Is this going to over curl? I think so. That's going to drag into the house. He might as well sweep it deeper, no? He wasn't sure.
Yeah, I was doubting. I mean, I can understand, like, is it going to be a guard? Should I leave it alone? If it's over curling, do I want to sweep it so it's at least maybe 4 shots? And by the time you kind of decide, the stone lost its momentum, so sweeping isn't going to do that much anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because of the break and I have like a little bit more energy, but I feel like the pace in this game is higher than the couple of games we had just before the break.
Could be. I think it was good for everyone to get some lunch, get a rest, and then, yeah, they're definitely not thinking a lot. They're just coming in and making their shots, and this is going to be a nice double. Oh, only gets one. It jams out, but
no double indeed. For Gregory, this looks pretty nice. Not having a hammer, still having the shot stone. There are options here for Mr. Gregory to try and steal here.
Yeah, I might consider putting something like around here, trying to cover up both of those, to cover up the run back. Well,
Yeah.
you still have the outside angle.
Yeah,
so-
but it puts pressure, it closes things, it forces your opponent to try difficult stones, and again, in this format, you don't have 20 stones, you're immediately down to the last couple of stones, so that's like
yeah,
setting up for your opponent to force them to miss a little bit.
Yep. This one feels a bit tight. No, he does need to get it over that center line, so if it's going to carry to the house, he wants to get chip and roll over, maybe? It just tucks in over there, so not exactly what he wanted to do with it, but it's still a pretty good spot, though,
It kind of works.
Yeah, does he have the room to triple it out? Like, if we get the right house going here. So, I don't know. And here he has to... Yeah, no, I don't know if there's a triple there. I'm sure, like, Jeroen will say, yeah, you just do it like this. And,
yeah, but
I mean, what do I
also
know?
Jeroen said I can make those triples if needed. I have the power and the way to do that kind of stuff. I mean, if you have that capacity, then for sure that becomes an option that's on the table. But that's not always the case for everybody. And over on sheet C, Annemiek with the red stones is looking at an interesting setup here to maybe score 2 back. Who knows, maybe more. Don't know how much stones they still have to play.
There are 2 each. Unless they didn't update the hammer, but I think they did. Ah, no, then there's...
We'll have to wait and see. Well, Christoph is going for this takeout attempt here. Sweeping to hold the line. Can he squeeze out a good result here? Catch the first one?
Oh, no, gets the back one.
It's shot, though.
He is shot, but lying out in the open, that means Gregory can hit and roll off to the side. It would leave the pin open, but I don't know if there's room to draw in there if the curling's so much right now. All right, over on sheet A, 2 stones left. One for Annemiek and then one for Bram.
Yeah, Bram left one very short. Was trying to do a draw and it just ended up tapping the card basically.
Yep. No, he won't be happy with that.
No, I was keeping a peek and he already put his broom way up in the air, like, but he just avoided the ultimate Bram Slam moment there.
Next set of players are heading out to the ice. Oh, he's got to hold on. Is this going to curl too much?
No, a nice little curl could be cool. Although, is it there a double out there? I think so. Christoph kind of mentioned hitting it on the side will do the trick. Yeah, that's his option. I mean, he needs to score 2, basically needing to get rid of both yellow stones to get a result out of this one.
Yeah. Would be amusing if Fish Drew got another tie. Ending up with just another 4 matches, 4 ties, 4 points
That
would be
would be
something.
crazy, yeah. Especially, I'm kind of imagining now he does not have. Yeah, you just have the last stone, but imagining doing that by missing on your last stone each and every time.
Oh gosh.
Then,
Ugh.
then you kind of know I might have just thrown away the lead in my
Yeah.
group
Yeah.
by having an open draw, an open takeout down the drain. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. But yeah, don't want to kind of jinx it, talk it into existence. Normally, this should not be an issue. But then again, yeah, there's always the pressure that you have to make it. You don't get to go into the comfort zone where your last stone is just one for a bonus point or an extra point.
No. Oh, he did miss it wide again.
Oh,
no. He said that was his trouble side, and that has proven to be the case yet again. That's where we saw him miss the takeouts earlier today, that they were coming from that side. He always tends to drag them outside, and that one is unfortunate, but that is the case here. So Gregory gets his first win of the tournament. Fish his first loss. Let's see who we've got up next. We have
and a big win for Brum. He managed to steal one. He had a hammer in the last end, so it was an open draw for 1, but he draw against 3 redstone, so it's still an important draw. But manages to take that draw, and then yeah, losing 2 ends for Anamik going for that second spot. That doesn't help it with the tiebreaker, so Brum is in a straight line.
I think so. Yeah, I think that pretty much seals him a spot
Yeah,
in the gold, if not
even
the
if the best of
the rest. I think would
is
be
still out there.
Yeah, because we were looking at like 4 points being like best of the rest at that, and
Yeah.
like 2 wins there gives you 6.
I think he
10
also won
points,
every
but
end so far, so that's always kind of
that's
bumps him
also
really on top of that.
really tough, strong matchup there. So Don and Jeff are our next matchup. We're going to jump straight into it. Everybody knows we're behind, so they're trying to be ready to go, and that's been great. And so far, looking to see one last stone to play over on sheet A. Magali scored 2 in the first. He now has hammer in the last, and we'll see what's going on there. Jeff has been an absolute boss as a stage manager, as all of Team Veraken has been at keeping things organized and ready to go out on the ice.
Yeah, stage manager, I mean, it's still a full-time occupation. You get to relax a little bit, but with these short-paced games, you're always kind of making sure you're
keeping an eye out. Oh, this game's finishing. We need the next one out there. Got to enter the scores, doing all of that. So he's been doing a pretty good job with that.
Yeah, really helps to have a stage manager, to be honest. Also for us, I mean, I overheard him say, well, player A, B, C, D, if you have to get ready in this situation. This person has the hammer, and this person has a choice of color. Or no, this person has a redstone. This person has a choice of hammer. But just announcing that information, not relying on people to figure out or remember how the rules work.
Yep.
It just takes away a little bit of yeah.
All
effort.
right. So match on sheet A is finished. Magali defeats Felipe 3-0. That's going to make that group a little bit interesting. Don starting us off here. Jeff taking the hammer in the first end. Or Jeff being given the hammer in the first end.
Yep.
And I feel like this format suits Don's style. He's a very technical player, very good with draws, very good with basically everything.
Yeah.
As he leaves this one a little bit light, but hey, it's fresh ice, so it's going to happen.
Yeah, Don also the kind of player that knows himself. Typically, leads when they go in for training, they just practice on these draw shots over and over and over. Jeff trying to bury the stone.
Gets it covered, but just short of the house. It's got a little half guard there, so come around from that outside, let it stack up. get into the house, use those guards. Who will be first? Now seeing people go and look at the schedule, trying to figure out how far behind we are, but it's all right. The tacos will still be there.
Yeah.
This one, oh, fantastic from Dan, coming in right over there on the button.
Perfect draw.
Trying to show off for his former skip, his current skip too. They do play together in the Belgian league, just not, Don is retired from international competition. He still enjoys playing the game, just 2 young children, it's a little bit difficult to keep taking so much time off. Energy is starting to pick back up here in the canteen. Now the matches are going on again. Everybody's got some food in them, a little rest.
I wonder when the afternoon beverages will start to become a thing here in the current club.
I saw a few people already having a beer or two.
Yeah.
Nothing heavy, but you know, just enjoying themselves. This one looks like it's really room around the guard, but is it got enough weight? It's starting to just die down.
Helps Don, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. Now Don can come from the other side, put another guard in there, or another stone in the house.
Don opted to take the hammer in the second, so trying to steal here in this first. And he has a shot stone with 2.5 guards in front of it, so that is a pretty decent setup.
Out of me getting some action photos of our legends in training.
Oh yeah.
Or legends in weight. I guess they're not really training. This is the Martin, good to see you. Rooting on his teammate Jeff, fellow shrimp. Glad you could join us.
Look at that.
Oh, this one is going to be great. Just needs to get a little bit better than that yellow one and then let it die over. And
just look at that.
That's very nice. Oh, there's a little bit peeking out, but now we're just making nits. I mean, and honestly, you have to do that with the Team Varaken guys because they are so good. You have to kind of go, well, he could have gotten that to curl a little bit more, but really, that's just a great stone.
Shot and second shots. Using all of the guard space that is given to the little general, looking back to his former skip, nodding in approval. Of course, Skip referring to the boss Timo. And you can see, I think Dan is the more experienced player, that goes without saying. And that should tell in this game.
Yep.
Should show.
Jeff trying to get this one to curl around, coming from the other side. He's got room. Is it just going to curl enough? Oh, it just stays out there, but that was a heck of an attempt. I think he might be sitting
a
second stone.
Shot for sure, I think.
So, heck of an attempt there. Not too many options there for him, so.
Yeah, don't forget this guy only plays curling for like 3 months.
3 months, yeah. So
like there is no 2025 version of Jeff in a curling situation. That strange to kind of picture it that way.
Yeah, it's interesting, and it's glad he's out here, and it's like, you know, you can do shots like that. That seems pretty neat. That's pretty impressive. Don, though, saying that's behind the tee line, so I'm going to try to take advantage of it. If he can get around behind, give it a little tap. Feels a little bit on the wide side, so it's going to try to help this over, but I'm not sure that's going to have enough curl in it with that weight. So this one flies by, and it's going to go through. The ice maybe curling a little bit more, but it is still fairly fast, so as it goes, it does tend to... what is she doing? Get her out of there. No, we appreciate all the pictures. We told everybody go around, take some pictures, get some action stuff on the ice and off, so we have things to post on social media later. And
Yeah, I kind
enjoy
of
the show.
requested to Annemiek. I said, well, we don't really have that much pictures to use afterwards. So just if you want to take some pictures, that could be nice.
Yep, trying to remind everybody, go take some photos.
Yeah, I mean,
You
I've
can
seen
go out
some.
on the ice; it's no problem.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
gonna bother anybody.
Some people are actually taking pictures and then sharing them in the participants WhatsApp group. So those are the ones I'm reposting in the Instagram stories. Everybody is a contributor, a content creator would be the official term.
This one, unfortunately, we're just talking him up about that weight control and everything, and comes up light. And that's actually, I still think there's room around it to get onto better than that yellow, to get into that second shot position. So I think Don might try that here. I don't think he can make it worse. And to see if shots, any of the other matches have gone on. Nope, still in the first round over there, or first end over there.
Yeah. Are there any interesting matchups over on the A and C in regard to, let's say, the group positions?
Verle and Guy.
Vela was leading Group E, if I'm
And that one
correct.
is just off the big screen. I can't see that one. The problem with it being last. And then Bart and Joey over in Group A. They are on Sheet C. Done easily around this guard, but does it have enough weight to get back there? I don't think so, but honestly, he's sitting.
Serves as a guard, right?
Yep.
I think he's sitting one. I'm not
He's-
entirely sure, but
I'm
yellow
I'm fairly certain if you look at the overhead, you'll see that there's no
indeed.
stones there. There we go. Now
It-
the stones appear. So yeah,
yeah.
that's better. So Don just trying to steal the one, force take the lead with the hammer into the last end. I mean, Jeff can't even really go around this left side and try to knock something out like here. That's just really not gonna. It'll just jam on his own yellow and end up giving him more points. So
And look how filled the stages are. I mean, isn't that nice to kind of see a full?
Yeah, it's great that people are sticking around and watching. I mean, granted, with only 15 minutes, 20 minutes between matches, they're not really. There's no real place to go. They've got something new coming on, so it's not like, oh, we'll come back and check on this one in a little bit. It's never know. This one, oh, it's going to be a little bit light and catch the guard. So that is going to be a steal for Don. I am pretty sure that is. Did he throw the wrong color stone? No, we're okay.
Yeah,
They were looking at something like, did they maybe? Oh, I think Jeff was going back for his slider. Okay. So Bart looking for the hits, was looking for a double, and got it enough to score two, or to sit two. Probably was for
score two, yeah.
To score two.
Kicking away the stones there, and over on sheet A. Things look pretty good for the player with the red stones. I think that is hard to tell. Can't really catch a glimpse of the ice.
Red stones is
Veerle.
Veerle, yeah. She's got her last stone coming in, trying to get it down to curl. Meanwhile here, Jeff started things off as Don leads at 1-0. Don has the hammer, so with that steal, it's going to be a very tough road for a tough match, tough end for Jeff. Excuse me. One of those, and pick your word. Yeah. It's like a
multiple choice to
choose
see,
your adventure. Yeah. Settles in, gets a guard up in the middle. How will that? What will Don do here? I mean, he's probably going in behind it. Something at the top of the 4 foot behind that guard would be very nice. Maybe top button. This is definitely tight. That's going to be Well, it's going to curl past the guard, but I also think it's a little on the lighter side and won't quite get all the way to the house.
Yeah, quite a nice amount of curl after the break here. Ice has been re-prepped.
Yeah, Gary stepping in to help us out. Appreciate that. Timo also helping out with the ice. I almost feel guilty. I feel like we should send Timo home. He is not feeling well, but he is hanging out there on the ice. I wonder if he's maybe helps him feel better being in the cold instead of.
Yeah, maybe it's also if you're kind of energy drained, more calm to just stand there in the back instead of being in the canteen, feeling you have to be social and talk to everybody when you're not really in that energy level to do all of that stuff.
Yep. Double center guard. What is Don going to do? I think Don's going to try to come around it. Maybe he's going
Yeah.
to give it a little more ice. Was it just because he was so light that it curled so much? Was it the fresh pebble? We'll find out. So it was a score of 1 for Ferla on sheet A. It was 2 for Bart on sheet C, confirmed.
You come around.
Yep, there's going to be a very nice stone. Just needs to settle down. And right there, back 4. Very nice. Don immediately upset that it carried past the T line.
Obviously. Couldn't imagine otherwise. Somebody is just thinking, I could have been in bed right now. Could have been watching some Netflix. Could have been eating some, reconsidering life choices.
Yeah, yeah. I would not have blamed him if he had called out from what he said about how he was feeling.
Yep.
And Jeroen wants to make him do the speech, doing a thank you speech later.
Oh, really?
I don't think we're going to make him do that. This is going to stay out there. Yeah, they're just not coming back over. Or very late, just not enough. There's probably that like fine line between where if it's on a certain path, it curls, and if it's just outside of it, it stays straight. We see that quite often here on this sheet, and it makes it difficult to adjust because you come in a little bit less ice, and suddenly it curls 3 stones more, and then you go back out and it doesn't curl at all. So it can be difficult finding that right line, that right weight. Right on the edge of that line of where it starts to curl, and there it goes. This is going to be a nice one. Cozy right up onto the back one. He's going to be disappointed with that just because it leaves the pin exposed, but I mean, really, how can you...
Yeah, that was, just an amazing stone. Just trickles in, settles real nice next to its round handled friends.
He's staring at it like, why didn't you stop? You were supposed to stop. Trying to get a feel for what's going on sheet C. Bart sitting with a couple of stones in a pretty strong spot. Guy sitting shot at the moment over on sheet A. Possibly second shot as well, but still a lot of stones left to play over there. Feels like he slid outside and pushed it back in.
Yep.
And that is going to be on his own stone and sits up, so kind of didn't really change anything there, unfortunately. think he was just a little bit too tight with the slide, was trying to get around the guards and maybe pick up a piece of the action. Hey, we know these people.
Yeah. Jeroen ate all the foods. His plate is empty. I think that deserves a pat on the back.
Yeah, he ate all of his vegetables.
Yeah.
Good job.
Somebody's tapping the window for some reason.
I'm not sure. Something's going on. Oh, the takeout.
Takeout rule was being violated. See? We have people paying attention out there.
Watching, yeah.
And now we have the umpire, Jeff.
Getting out there, the one who knows the least about curling out of all of the volunteers, but he knows enough to. He's heard me babble on and on about it. If this gets around, oh, geez,
oh my God,
Don, let the poor man alone. And look at that.
Yeah,
just
people in the stands giving this huge round of applause, and I can understand why. Don is trying to stay modest, but you can see in his facial expression.
Now, see, hands on the hips instead of arms crossed. He's happy. He's pleased with himself. There, he's like, yes,
this is
yeah. I'm gonna admire that one for a moment. That was fantastic. That was
he's
absolutely
trying to
spot
ignore
on.
the people in the back. He's like, no, I am professional. I'm staying in this focus zone. People on the benches, they're trying to catch his attention, but he is not that type of player. He is not going to be thrown off guard here.
Inside, he's jumping and cheering and hooting and hollering, but on the ice, stoic.
Don is like one of those players that doesn't oversell himself. He's not like cocky or trying to be very arrogant about his skill level, but he's so well. And therefore, people might tend to forget about him in terms of who do you think is going for the prizes. We all think of the people that are very loud, but maybe Don could be our next Curdia Legend. I wouldn't be surprised.
It would not surprise me at all. All right, so that is going to be at least 3 for Don.
Yeah, and
can he add the 4? He's just got to throw that same shot for the 4th time in a row, so why not? You know.
Yeah. Anything full 8-foot is basically good enough. There is some backing in the back as well. Backing is always in the back. This is hence the word backing.
Everybody's rooting for him to try to get the 4 house, to do the same thing over again.
Yeah, you just cannot be short. That's the only thing. And you cannot trip over that one little step-on slider that's still left out there.
Line is good. Does it have the right weight? It's starting to come down.
He's doing it in style, John. He's doing it in style.
He's going to just sneak it by, and there it goes. 4 times in a row. 4 times the charm, and the little glancing no look at the knowing look at the.
I mean, look at those toes. Can you play more perfect? You can't fit a row of 5 in the 4-foot. All 4 of them are nicely tucked, center aligned.
Absolutely perfect.
We should have him in the lounge. I want to talk to Dan at some point.
All right, let me update for the next group. We're gonna have Rick against Martin.
Ooh, Smarty.
Smarty Greens. I feel like someday we're gonna start using nicknames. On the thing instead of like birth.
Especially with these type of tournaments.
Why are you acting like that? My phone is being wibbly.
Wibbly?
Wibbly, and it's not responding. There we go. I have to do it all over again. So, Rick he has red stones. He has choice of hammer. There is a lot to play for in this group. Matt's our first registrant for the season. As soon as we sent out the mail, I think he'd signed up within like 20 minutes.
Yeah, he also signed up for Curdia Legends 1 because he couldn't play, but he definitely wanted to support Curdia Legends. So this is why also the shields, they have some elevated lining, and Matt has this kind of updated or elevated Curdia Legends badge.
Yep.
Player.
Bart scored, or Joey scored 1 against Bart, but Bart takes the win 2-1 there. There's still quite a lot of stones left over on sheet A. They really do seem to be, everybody on that sheet does seem to be running behind.
Sheet A.
Yep. It's been the problem sheet the whole morning. The whole day, actually. Jeff was saying that he had an unofficial clock on a couple of matches that went almost 25 minutes, so maybe we're going to have to start next year, have to put a shot clock on it. Like
last year we had it. We didn't really enforce any rules, but just having a timer out there, making people aware of the pace of the game, helps to just... you can compare yourself to the other games next to you, but that one clock helps you really...
And I've been noticing that Timo's been over there, putting the stones out ready for the next person while it's going down. So it's that's been helpful. So instead of going down and like, oh, do I do this? Do I do that? But yeah, so whatever's in the water over on sheet A. So Jeff's disapproving look like, come on, let's step it up. Yep, there's the look at the watch. Like,
oh,
yeah.
What are they doing? Sometimes you don't have to put the words in their mouths. They just happen.
No, exactly. We do know, I mean, at least during the playoff rounds, we know that we're just focusing on sheet B, that we can kind of push things through instead of having to have all of the groups go together to keep it in order. But that was hogged?
No, slightly
burned?
outside. It was not burned. It was just a takeout aimed at that redstone, but then way outside.
Okay. Okay. So that
people
is
here are waiting, of course. There's nothing more to do, of course, than just having a little bit of
well, we got the final stone from Fairla coming down. Do we have that option to catch it?
Yes.
Maybe?
I'm waiting for the camera to pan all over. And it's coming in.
There it is. Guy sitting at least one. But he's got a bunch of stones in there, but I think there's a red behind him that is not better. And that is going to be too hard. And so that is going to end up in a 1-1 draw. All right, so now we can start over here.
Yeah, let's have a quick peek at the group stage. I'm just getting curious what's at stake. We have group leaders Richard, Bram, Daan, Sean, and Veerle. Yeah.
Yep, Veerle just won another. Oh no, she just drew, so that gives her 7 points there.
Yep, she drew against a runner-up, so that's also kind of tactically a pretty nice draw.
Yeah. Just curious why that third best of the rest should start showing up now. All right, we'll have to. It's another. What a surprise! We have a technical issue on Curdia. That it's my fault.
Well, there was a lot of effort putting everything together. I mean, people don't know it, but last week has been ramping up with bringing everything together. There is a lot of new stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, having an Excel directly feed into the feed. Last time we did post-production, which was way easier, of course, in terms of...
unprompted, we're getting a visitor to the lounge.
Oh,
Bart. Yeah. How was your match? How did it go?
This match went pretty well, though Joey gave me a run for my money, which was it was not an easy game, I must say.
Yeah. That's this format. It kind of equals things out a little bit. You can get a little bit out of whack, and they can get something in there, and it's a great equalizer, I think.
So, Bram, are we correct that you are the president of Bart? Are you correct that you are the are we correct that you are the president of Curling Club Tilburg?
Yes, you are correct. I am now the president of Curling Club Tilburg.
So we can call you Mr. President for the remainder of the tournaments.
Sure. Yes.
How are the plans of building a new curling rink moving along in Tilburg? We heard a lot of great rumors about it, but now we can ask directly. Are you going to have your curling ring before President Trump has his ballroom?
Ooh. Well, we'll see about that, because the courts are against him, but we still don't have any ground, so that's the biggest biggest disadvantage we have at this
Oh,
moment.
Yeah,
but the Dutchies, they always solve not having enough ground by just draining a little bit,
Just
taking a
making
bit
some
from
more,
the-
you know,
You
yeah.
can just make ground,
Oh, that's true. That's
build
true.
some windmills, and then all of a sudden you have a new province.
and it's perfect because the windmills might provide energy for our club. So
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
I
you're
like
al-
this idea.
Already selling the story.
No, but the plans are it's going along. We're looking for a place to build the rink, but it's not easy. The local government is helping us though. So
Well, that's good to have that
it's
support.
it's looking positive.
That's kind of a crucial stakeholder, I
Yeah.
guess, to get ground.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. In these times, it's difficult.
Yeah.
What is your ultimate goal with the number of sheets you want to have? It's
Oh.
a dream would be like 7, but I mean it's
The ultimate goal would be, well, probably if we could at some point get a 6-sheeter, that would be amazing. But I would be happy with 3 for now to get started. Yeah.
Yeah, and from what they've learned here at Curling Club Zemst, it sometimes it'd be good if you could save room for later, but unfortunately they didn't think it would grow as big as it did, and so 3 sheets. Originally supposed to be 2, now it came 3, but now we could use 4 or maybe 5, and we don't have the place for it.
If you're doing well, you never have enough sheets.
No,
So
that's true.
But yeah, who knows? I think they're looking into building a new rink in Belgium as well, but we'll see how long that takes. But it would be nice to have more spread around Europe, anyways.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, just imagine the Belgium Curling League expanding even into kind of a local kind of Central West European league with more venues connected. That could be a nice angle.
Yeah, I heard. I think yesterday or 2 days ago there was a new little bit of information we got from our National Curling Association.
Oh yeah.
Because they're gonna put more money into curling, but they might decide to build a rink in Friesland. So if you have Richard over, he might tell you something about that. But I don't. I
Well,
think
the microphones work, so you can have this dual interview if you'd like to.
he just ran away, so I don't think he wants to.
Like, I heard my name. He's talking into a microphone. No, I don't want to go near the couch.
To be fair, they asked me 8 years ago, I think, to move to Friesland because they were going to build our national facility there, but it still hasn't happened. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, then you would have had to live in Friesland. So
Yeah,
it's a lovely place to visit, but
but I wouldn't be over here so much anymore,
Yeah.
which would be a shame. Yeah.
Yeah, like when building the curling rink, like I have one piece of advice: if you plan on putting lights inside of the ice rink, make sure you put up the rails high enough for cameras to be mounted without being blocked by lighting rails and all of that.
Sounds like a good plan. I thought you were going to ask me to build a little room for you guys.
Well,
to
Oh,
yeah,
that would be the second part
that
of
was
the
my
question.
next
I mean, you have to be inspired a little bit by the booth, and now adding a lounge to it for this broadcast.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, we're tight on space, so every inch we can get would be perfect. But if we can get enough space,
Well, you can always do vertical. And the thing with the broadcast booth, you don't actually need to see the ice. If you have enough cameras, we could see the ice from anywhere.
that's true. Yeah.
So you could put us outside in the parking lot. We'll be okay.
I'll put my car outside. Maybe you can go in.
Yeah, we'll be like the TikTokers who do all their videos from their car, the seat of their car.
Yeah, perfect. Run one cable there to get a better internet, and then we're fine. Yeah.
So how did you like the 1v1 format? I mean, last year we did it in Belgium. Only Belgians joined. We did it a bit as a last-minute test event. You just try out this format. But as of Curdia Legends 2, a lot of former or foreign curlers signed up. I mean, you have been experimenting with alternate formats as well. What's your takeaway?
So I really like it. Though I think just like with doubles, it's not the category I perform best in up until now. But it's the first time, so you cannot expect too much. I like it. It's the games are always quite close. It's a difference of 1 point usually, so that's nice. It would be better if there was one more person on the ice, but I mean. It's fine for now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
you mean it's so 1v1v1? Yes. That's an interesting concept. I'd like to see that one.
Yeah.
And Martijn really had this bad luck stone with tapping in a red.
That's
And-
unfortunate.
Oh, yeah.
How I was going to ask you, the first person to come off the ice after the playing in the afternoon,
Yeah.
the difference in ice between the first session, the second session. How do you feel about that? Is there more curl? Was it slower, faster?
It's hard to say. I think the ice is a little bit slower, for sure. But my last session was one of the last ones of the first half.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a big difference. But sheet C seems to curl quite a bit. I was on A on my last game, and I didn't curl that much. So this was a nice change of pace.
Yeah, we've noticed that sheet A has been all of the matches there have tend to taken a little bit longer. I'm wondering if it is because of the straightness of the ice that there's more to think about, and okay, I can't do this because it's curling.
Yeah, you have less options to choose from, so that makes it more difficult for sure.
But yeah, we've been pretty happy so far with the results. Like you said, everything's been fairly close. Couple of blowouts, but not really that many. Everything's still kind of coming down to like the last couple of stones.
Yeah, I think last year, I mean, it's still a very short-paced game. Just 2 ends, anything can happen. And the biggest question last time was, how is the balance between luck versus skill? Are we avoiding skill without having this kind of unpredictable element to the game? Last year, the actual good players, kind of the cream, rose to the top. How do you feel this is going for this event? Maybe I'm asking the wrong person to that question.
He is in the group of death. I mean, it's really like really top level players, and it's like only a couple of them are going to get out of this group. It's unfortunate, but it happens.
It depends on where you would rate me at this moment, but I'm having a tough time. It's not easy for me to win my games. But then again, even against Joey, and he's only been playing for a year, which is not too long, but he's playing well, and then you have a tough game. So it's I think the format is nice to get everyone get the level a little bit equalized.
Yeah, it does balance it out a little bit. And
Martin just not able to get this perfect come around, tapped it open. He was heading for like a perfect draw there, could have changed anything, but just small tap, yellow, and it's exposed. Now Rick has a shot at it.
And now people are starting to come up and check out the standings, and okay, what happens if I do this, and what happens if I do that, and just kind of starting to plan. Okay, what happened here? Now I'm sitting there, and Verla sitting strong in Group E, 3 matches played, 7 points. So
I mean the groups are kind of to start to fall in place. You can start to predict how big are my odds. Some people are out of the road to becoming a Curdia Legend. Luckily, there are 2 other roads, an iron one and a wood one, but interesting stuff happening.
Oh, this one is not going to be able to hold on, and he shoots the gap.
Tough luck.
So Martin with an opportunity to score 3. Just needs to get rid of that red as he's sitting shot, and of course the stones aren't there until I say ta-da.
Yeah, it's kind of an
yeah, I think he can get there pretty
controlled takeout for 3 here.
Yep.
Maybe it could be nice to see how Bart would kind of comment on that last stone, see if he can build the momentum, rise the suspense if the viewers are watching.
Comment on the stone, Rick, just true?
No, the one coming up right now from Martin.
Well, it looks like it's pretty tough. You only see about a quarter of this stone. I don't know how much it's going to curl here, but seeing as how my games went here, it should be possible. Just get it, tap it to the back 12, and you're there. Doesn't have to be too heavy. And it looks like it is a little bit on the heavy side.
Martin using a very, very little handle, so he often gets a lot more curl than some other people. So this has got to get going.
I think it's close.
Catches it.
It looks like he has it.
And there it is. Is that going to sit down? And it's going to be close for that 3rd spot. I think
it's close.
I think it might have carried a little too much. They're kicking it away, so it's for sure 2. And we'll check out the scoreboard when they put it up on the scoreboard, but for sure 2. So a good solid hammer from Martin. And I think the way he kicked the red one away pretty quickly means I think it was 3rd shot. So That would be my guess, and that's what it's like broadcasting. You're just kind of guessing.
You never know.
Yeah.
Well, on the ice you don't even know always. So.
Yeah. Luckily here we have umpires that put up the score real quick. Sometimes in games it takes like halfway the next end for people to just update the scoreboards and.
Yeah, it's tough, and especially now you have one umpire for 3 games, so he's measuring and then he has to put out the score. But it seems like Rick is nice and he's putting it on.
Okay, that is
It's 2.
pretty good. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a 2.
Yeah. So I was wondering if you guys have any thoughts on the tactics on this format, because it's interesting.
It's interesting. It's still so young. I mean, I've talked to Richard and others. They're still trying to figure out what the meta strategy here is. Do you go with guards? Do you go immediately into the house, given the fact that the no guard or the free guard zone applies to the whole scoring area?
Yeah. So do you take the hammer first? Do you take it last? Most people, it seems like they're taking the hammer second, getting an idea of what they need to do in the first. And if they get a steal, then it makes it that much easier. But we have seen a couple of people play hammer first and going at it that way. So there's not really a consensus, but I would probably say taking the hammer second is the real strategy.
Yeah.
And then everything else is, get it into the pin. If you have the hammer, get it into the house, not necessarily in the middle, but get it into the house. And if you don't, try to get it into the pin as quickly as possible and then start covering it up if you're going to steal.
That's interesting. Yeah. It's funny because my thought would be to take the hammer in the first end. So
Really?
you can. It's what I did before. If you put, it gives you the possibility. If you get the possibility to take 2, you put a lot of pressure on your opponent.
Yeah.
And you have some margin to take their rocks out and decrease their chance of scoring a multiple. It's not been working out well.
Yeah. I was like, my question, and how is that strategy working out for you?
But to be fair, up until now, I didn't have the choice of hammer, so
it's a bold strategy, Cotton.
Yeah.
Let's see how it works. There is no, I think, universal, because right now you might have people saying, hammer second is the better choice, but then somebody might come and figure out a way to a different tactic of where to put it. Personally, I feel like whether you have hammer or not, getting everything in those first 3 stones of yours into the house, and then to put pressure on the other player, because they can't take them out, so you have to utilize that as best you can.
What we did see is in quite a lot of games, there's a little bit of a race to the pin. I think Felipe had the hammer, and he started with kind of spreading stones around the edges with the idea, then I'm going to take out the middle and have those edge stones count as 2 or 3. But that's the only time I've seen that strategy come to play. It's kind of similar to kind of a power play situation, from mixed doubles, but I haven't seen other players experiment with scattering stones to the edges with the hammer.
I must say I tried that because if you look at classic curling strategy, it's an easy way to take your 2. I tried it against Gurry, but my stone didn't curl enough, so it stayed in the middle of the sheet anyways, which was a bit of a shame. But your opponent won't take it out as easily, so you might have your chance to take 1 out for 2.
I think scoring 2 or 3 in this doubles or in the singles game could be strong. We haven't seen that much 3-enders or 4-enders. Most games is pretty close.
Outside of Don scoring the 4 in the last match, that's the only big end we've seen on the broadcast. We've seen a couple in the tournament, but But this one right now, everybody just a little bit heavy, sitting it behind the tee line. So that's the other important part of the strategy is if you're getting it into the house, but get it above the tee line, and then you can you control things quite a lot more, I think.
And this is the 3rd game now, I think. So it's speeding up. This is usually it's equivalent of having played probably 3 ends now.
Oh, that's
2 to 3
true.
ends, Yeah, so it's going to start to speed up, and that fresh pebble's going to get knocked down, and everybody going over the same lines. So I think it's going to see that first person to get it, I need to be just a hair lighter, and get it. They'll get it on there.
So I was wondering, are you keeping track of who's picking hammer first or second then? Because we could see the stats in the end.
Yeah, we don't have literal stats on that.
That one, no.
Excel could have worked out a formula for that. Maybe that's an addition for next time. Because you mentioned also could be a nice stat to see how people compare their expected or estimated LSD versus what they actually perform on the ice. There's quite a gap there in
and also how many people with the hammer won their ends. You know who steals, things like that. Yeah, so next year that's some things for me to think about is okay, how do we tie this all together so we can build some interesting stats, just have a little post-mortem, things you can post online. So
some nice graphs, always good.
Yeah.
Or maybe we were a little bit too much of a nerds, but
I'm a huge nerd. I love that stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, it creates data, it creates stories, it backs up or it kind of debunks myths. So data always helps to do some data storytelling.
Yeah, because if I look at the first couple games I saw, the teams that the players that started with hammer looked like they won. So I don't know.
Yeah, that would be interesting to look back and see. And yeah, unfortunately, all we have on the spreadsheet is, okay, red has the choice of hammer, not did they take the hammer. So we're definitely going to have to look into kind of having something that ties together that, okay, I can make this change and then we can calculate it out later.
Yeah. And you have the whole of Team Viking here, so they can do stats for every player too.
Oh yeah, Philip Curlit, all of that.
That would be something to have, like, okay, because I do it during the match, or I have my own little scoreboard here where I can try to get a rough estimate on percentages. I haven't done it for this. I'm just keeping up with everybody just to kind of see, because 2 ends isn't enough really to see kind of percentages on stuff, like, especially when everything's a draw. I mean, look at this. Everything's just piling up in the back. Everybody's trying for the front of the house, and it's going to the back.
Yeah,
but I guess at the end of the day, you have the equivalent of 1 game of percentages. So it's
that is true. Well, let's see. If everybody plays 10 stones per match, they're playing 5 matches. That's 50 stones. Yeah, that's 4 matches worth of stones for a single person. So 8 in 4s. So yeah, that could be would be interesting to see some of these. I'm already going to look back and do some basic calculations on, like, okay, what was the average score, average ends won, kind of things like that. Just the really basic stuff that I can easily pull from what we've got there. But it does give me ideas for next year to think about, like, okay, how would we track this? How could we track that?
It helps to kind of track the data to feel like, is this game balanced, or is there an obvious choice that tips you too much in a favorable position? Sometimes you can have a gut feeling for that, but you also want to compare that with those statistics.
Yep. Yeah. Because I mean, we could already pull statistics like, hey, how often did the top seeds win a matchup? Because we'll know that just from the red, but we won't know, did they choose the hammer first or second?
Yeah.
That will be the only thing. But
yeah, how important is that LSD challenge? That is always something that is very interesting to follow.
And here's another one piling into the crash. It's it's a lot like, it reminds me of these videos you see them in the States of, like, really foggy days and people driving down the highway and suddenly just there's 800 cars piled up in the middle of the road because they couldn't see a truck stop in front of them, and it feels like that. It's just this car wreck that everything's just hitting.
And it's gonna be tough for Rick to get 2 here, I think. If he makes a perfect freeze, he might have a chance, but
trying to look to see. There's still enough of a gap behind, so he really does have to get this one. Oh no, it's Martin. Yeah. Rick needs to freeze, hope Martin misses, and then Rick get on top of it again. That's not necessarily easy.
I've seen easier situations, at least.
Yep. So, were you in touch with Dagmar today? Is she kind of following your performances so far?
She was following in the morning, but she's at the European Twirling Championships with her mom to watch. So she didn't have time to watch any more games, sadly.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember she did pop in and say, she was rooting you on earlier.
Yeah, I couldn't perform well enough.
Yeah, she's like, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm hoping she'll allow me into her parents' home tomorrow, so we'll see.
Maybe we can make some quick AI video that will show her that you won. And just show her that one. See, I came back. I started winning and I won the whole tournament.
I took two 5-enders and yeah. Who knows?
And there is the first piece, that freeze.
Bad.
And I mean, that's pretty solid right there.
Yeah, the problem here is that if he, even if he moves the red, the chance he moves the yellow is pretty big.
Yeah.
So he might not be shot anymore.
Now they're trying to, this would be the first match, I think, where all of the stones would stay in play. That's why they're here in the crowd, they were shouting, all this, all this. So yeah, it's just 2 more. And it's all kind of in a line too. It's not that they're spread out. It's just sort of all just crashing into a line.
Yeah, the more that are in play, I mean, the likeliness of it happening increases, I think, because they're not going for heavyweight takeouts, just these kind of subtle bumps.
Yep. Oh my goodness. Sheet A finished first. Or, yeah, they finished first. It's an incredible feat there.
Yeah, a bit of thinking time here so far.
Yeah, well, when you've got this pile up and you're trying to figure out what to do, I mean, Martin doesn't need to do much. I think he just needs to let it sit on top of there because then it pretty much force.
Yeah,
I don't think Rick could score, so yeah, he's got the 2 from his hammer, so.
Yeah, because the assumption was with this format is thinking time is not supposed to be a big issue because in most cases you kind of agree with your own opinion.
This didn't need to really clean
looks
it.
like
That's
it's heavy.
That's gonna tap on the side of the red and.
Whoa!
Oh, he's sitting 2 now, I believe.
Yeah. Really nice. And is there a way for Rick to get a result out of this one?
Yes.
Or is he just trying to poop out another stone?
Looks like there's a chance on a double for 2.
I actually see it, yeah. If he hits this one just off nose, catches it, this will go. That will jam, and I believe this will stay behind these 2. So
Could happen. Could happen.
It's definitely worth a try because even if you only stick, you get your 1. It's good for your ranking at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a zone that's gonna matter here. And Martin is currently sitting on top of the group, so Martin is kind of hoping for a result here to steal his position in the final 8, the quarterfinals. But Rick can still shatter that dream if he is able to split open the sea of stones by shooting in a cannonball.
Oh, we're definitely gonna have to put a shot clock on some people.
It's always the usual subjects.
Yeah.
Well, I would say it'd be interesting to have like Stefania Constantini because she takes she's so deliberate with her last stones that this is
it's inside.
Oh, it's tight.
how big is the damage?
Jam, and let's see. That's 1 for Martin.
Hard-fought battle, but Martin takes the win, stays on top of his group. Think we can have a small peek at the current group standings because with every result coming back in, we are closer and closer to a final result here. Some players have already concluded, I think.
No, not quite yet.
Not quite yet.
So it's close. I'm really not sure why no one's showing up in best of the rest yet. So I probably screwed something up in the spreadsheet.
Well, we'll keep it a tiny
it's a
little
surprise.
secret. It's a surprise, yeah. But yeah, currently we have Richards, and now somebody's badges just popped off.
Why did Martin's badge pop off?
I don't know.
He jumped to the top, but I think maybe his name is misspelled. I probably mistyped or miscopied something, or who knows.
Yeah, it happened with specifically with his name, so maybe there's a typo somewhere.
Maybe.
But
So
Veerle is still on top. Sean is on top. Interesting stuff here as we can immediately jump into this next game where we will have Felipe
against Sean.
Sean, the Canadian,
right,
basically
Felipe,
carrying the weight of the biggest curling nation on earth just on his shoulders here.
I believe Felipe he has got the hammer, and he has redstone, so he had the choice. So Here's that strategy of yours, Bart. You know, somebody taking the hammer in the first end.
Yeah, we'll see how it turns out for him. But he's going to the wings, so...
That's what he did against his wife when we had him on. They were on the broadcast sheet earlier, and he was trying to go out to the wings. And it looks like Sean was trying the same kind of tactic. This one gets into the house, so good start for Felipe.
Though for Sean, I wouldn't expect it without the hammer this end.
Yeah, so maybe it just over curled.
Yeah.
That's also a possibility. Sometimes I try to be diplomatic and say, oh, he was going out to the wings too, and I know full well that there's not a reason to go out to the wings when you don't have the hammer.
Well, there is one reason, is to confuse your opponent.
Yes, that's true. If I don't know what I'm doing, how can they figure out what I'm doing?
Just like one of the ways you can score 3 in curling with the hammer is just throw a center guard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It feels like he's not quite got the weight on this one.
Nice.
Right. Talking about Canadians here. He is wearing the Canadian shirt. Is this the Olympic shirt, or is it the national shirt, or just do they have season white shirts? I don't know by heart.
I'm not sure either, but it looks close to what they had at the Olympics.
Yeah.
So it might be. I'm wondering how he got one.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I don't know if it's his last name on there, or if he just stole it from someone.
So we have Bram popping in to co-comment here.
Oh.
Yes, John had some other obligations for a minute, so here we are, keeping the spirits high.
We were talking about the Manser jersey, the Canadian jersey, whether that was the Olympic one. It kind of looks like the Olympic one, but we weren't entirely sure.
Which one? Sorry.
The Canadian jersey that Sean is wearing, is it the Olympic jersey from Team Canada?
Oh, I don't think that's no, the dark colors from the Olympic jersey were just red. It was like the pinstripe thing. So this is not Canadian. This is Canadian. Sorry, I don't think it's Olympic or something like that.
I think you're right. The Canadian Olympic jerseys were very baggy as well.
Yeah,
I remember.
they had like the Mountie back pinstripe pants as well.
Yeah.
So
So Bram, are you scared for your next game yet?
I could ask you the same thing.
Oh yeah, I haven't thought that through, but you guys are facing each other.
Yes. No, not really. I think we both have to bring our A game, but I'm looking forward to it.
It's gonna be fun for sure.
It's Bram, you're already secured from a top 8 position.
I think so, yeah.
Because with a worst case scenario, having just one loss,
Yeah.
Everybody else in your group has at least a loss and a second loss or a tie.
Gary could tie with me, but I think in ends and points at the moment, I still have the better on him. But yeah, still have to win everything, of course. It's easier if I just win it. So
that's also the kind of the legendary.
Sorry,
way to
Bart.
do it.
I need the win to not end up in the wood road.
Yeah, I can't take that into account. It's just
it's gonna be a battle. It's just gonna be a battle, I guess.
yeah, exactly. And may the best man emerge victorious.
Yes. So interesting on sheet C. It's the two Frisians playing each other.
Oh, cool! Like a Parisian derby.
Yeah.
Jordi and Richard. Richard is playing for the group win here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he has a good track record then. I don't know. But and what is happening on the B sheet. Let's see. Oh, I'm not following what the stones. Is it like this?
Oh yeah, normally John does that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is it. Okay. So that looks a little light, giving Felipe. I think that is an opportunity to score 4.
Yeah, he's already sitting 3, and there are options here.
Yeah.
How cold it is on? Is it on the ice right now? I don't know for sure.
It's not. If you're playing and you're sweeping, it's okay. But if you're coming from the inside here in the curling rink, it's in the cafeteria. It's really warm. And if you always have to switch between the cold of the curling rink and then the lounge, whew, that's
Yeah, I heard people saying
yeah.
coming back into the canteen is really kind of, you feel the heat.
Yeah. It's really warm.
Yeah, and it's not like you play a long game and then you have a
No, exactly.
3 hours resting. You're just in and out, in and out. So
Yeah. That's an old battle in and of itself. So this looks like it's gonna crash on the yellow one, and let's hope he doesn't tap it too far. Okay, it just.
Not bad.
oh, it slightly narrows the.
Oh, he doesn't
draw
have the
gap.
hammer. Oh, okay. I thought he had a hammer. Yeah. Unprepared into the.
Oh, he does have hammer, doesn't he?
Yeah, Sean has hammer.
Oh, Sean has hammer.
Yeah. Oh no, red has
Felipe
has
has
hammer.
Yeah. Because he threw to the wings. That's the whole
Yeah,
tactic.
That was the kind of just starting discussion points.
How do you survive this for 7 hours, 8 hours?
Ruben saying next year we'll have to have ice packs for the players to not get too warm. So instead of the hot seat, we'll need some kind of ice
pack.
bath. Like we'll fill a jacuzzi
The cold
with some
plunge.
Oh, you can get one of those floating tanks as a prize.
oh yeah, that's true.
Then you just lay in there and then you get filmed. That's
Come on, get it in. Yeah, looks gorgeous.
pretty
Get
good.
it in.
Ah.
Perfect, Sean. Like a. Oh, they don't get much better than that.
That's how you do it. Yeah, luckily for Felipe, there is still one extra chance, but not easy though. Don't know how much separation there is. Could maybe try and do a little bit of a takeout. He has a second redstone there in the forefoot, so he can put in some weight. As long as he pushes yellow out of the forefoot, should be good.
I would do it just to score the 2. Maybe if you hit it narrow enough, it stays high enough, and it just goes out without taking another one out. But that's gonna be a tough shot. Let's see, Felipe bringing down some weight. He looks clear of the guards.
A little bit wide.
Yes,
Ooh,
wide.
he's
Good clip off. Good clip off.
Oh, that was incredibly narrow miss.
Fortunate.
So Sean steals the first end with a single.
Yeah, so Bram didn't really work out with that going to the wings because second part of that strategy is making sure you control the middle parts.
And you make your shots and
I think you have strategy and you have performance of strategy.
Yeah, I mean, if you would have made a stakeout and scored 3, we could have concluded differently. So,
as one says, the game is played on the ice and not on the sheet. It's still on the sheet, not on paper.
Not in your head.
Not in your head. Yeah.
That's true. But then again, maybe going to the wings is a tougher tactic. You might have to be more precise to make it work.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of sweeping efforts so far today. This one is just in. Now with the total free guard rule, it cannot be taken out. Makes the come round slightly harder.
I didn't adjust the score correctly, I'm afraid.
Well, I have to ask John to fix
Okay, yeah.
He's not too far away from you. I
No,
can.
is he available?
that. Is he just around the corner?
Otherwise, I'm happy to switch again because I have to play in a minute.
Let's see what happened here.
We need to update the scoreboards.
What was the score in the first end?
1 for yellow.
1 for yellow. Okay, stones, previous, oops, ends. And so where are we now? We are at...
We have
Oh, that's there. Hang on.
yeah. Second stone for both players.
Previous. Oh, he did kind of screw this up. What did he do here? Alright, we're going to do this way. Go back to the beginning. 1 for yellow. And then we go to the next end. And then we're on the second red. There we go. No problem. Crisis averted. Had a little schmoozing to do. One of our sponsors stopped by, so wanted to say hello and thank you to them. He's also got his kids with him, so we weren't sure how, I wasn't sure how long he would play or be here, so thought I'd get it out of the way. See, Sean stole one, putting pressure on Felipe. Now it's very quiet.
Yeah.
It does help having that third person over there in the lounge.
Yeah, there's just more conversation.
Like, we're getting to be that old married couple that just doesn't have anything to talk about anymore.
I mean, that's the whole thing with it. Doing one game, you have lots of stuff to talk about. You're energized, but at some point, you're kind of coming into the afternoon, and then yeah, batteries start to drain, and having that conversation, just having somebody bring in a topic, even that's interesting. Bart's bringing in the whole topic of the Dutch curling scene with Curling Club Tilburg.
This one's just going to carry us. Talking to Rick just before I came back into the booth, and he was saying that some of these stones, he said, he left one of his LSDs short, and he threw stones where he felt like were even lighter than that, and they just kept carrying and carrying to the back of the house. So they feel like the ice is really, really picking up speed. Excuse me. Oh, we have the Friesland derby on the sheet C.
Richards versus Jordi. Richard playing for a top position in his group. I think this is his fourth game already.
This is his last match of the afternoon until the playoffs. Yeah, I think 10 points would do pretty solid in that group. Felipe's got an option here to do a split and get both stones into the house if it curls over enough or stays straight. Just curled over, tapped it on there, but he could probably still do it again with this next one. Let's see what's going on each sheet. Ooh, Jordi scored 3 in the first end with the hammer. And who is red over on sheet A? Don scored 1 against Vanina. I'm taking a look, trying to figure out what he's going to do here. There's 17 and a half more hours to go in this tournament until we get to the playoffs. For a hit here. Is it just wide? Yep, that's going to find the gap.
Flashes too bad.
Just a little bit wide on that one, so more opportunity for Felipe here. Gotta wonder if Felipe's looking at the split somehow. That would be a pretty good stone, you know, coming up, chipping this one, shooter going into the house over there, that one going over there. That would be fantastic. Jeroen explained, no, you have to go around the outside, because if you come from this side, it just sits there, but if you go the other way, it comes around from the outside.
It's kind of nice how people are opinionated in the canteen and rooting and cheering, and
yeah, even for people they're playing against later, they're looking for that, you know, it's that rush. Somebody's winning, somebody's losing, somebody's doing something close. You got to get there. Is this going to chip enough? I think it
Trickle
pushed
out.
it in, but that one's going to trickle out. Good effort, just needed a little bit more, less curl. I'm either one stone ahead or one stone behind. One stone ahead. So, all right, now I'm on pace. On with an opportunity, got to get something going here. There is a double there. Does that help him? Actually, it does. It's going to be just a little over the nose.
Brooks.
And gets one.
Although,
now it shoots over to the side. It is exposed a little bit, but oh. Ooh, we got some heavyweight matchups coming up next.
Yeah, I think we're kind of coming in this conclusive part of the group stage where like some people are already kind of out of the option to become a legend, but for others this is where it's really do or die time.
Gonna get this one behind cover. Risky coming over that side. Leaving a double, but I don't think the double really matters too much.
If you make a good come around, that's perfect.
It's gonna get buried nicely.
Yeah, this is very, very nice. Look how close it is still to the 4-foot. I mean, you can follow up with the same drop, but the pressure is on. Felipe put 2 stones in the house. And now a full 8-foot is good enough for a tie, but Sean was maybe hoping and praying for a win here, given the fact that he has hammer and had a point lead going into this last end, basically.
Just taking a look at the spreadsheet, and right now Don, Guy, and Felipe are the best of the rest. So
Don, Guy, and Felipe.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. So
but a win here would probably put Felipe up into the spot, and that is heavy. That is gone. That is going to be a steal or a score of 2 for Felipe, and he is going to come away with the victory.
yeah, big win, and you can see Monza cheering and applauding for her husband in the back, and she has all the reason to do so because Felipe is potentially looking at a golden plaque here, a memorable Wall of Fame Curling Legends plaque to put on the wall together with Jeroen's. But that is really getting ahead of ourselves. But first things first, getting in the last 8, that is going to be the big assignment. And as soon as the next scores are being entered. We'll have a new peek at the standings. Standings changing every minute right now.
We will here have Annemiek and Gary playing. This is going to be a heavyweight match.
Yep. We have a
The
the
memes
bros
here.
yeah.
Stop moving. Oh, Tour trying to draw on his face and he kept moving. Let's see. Did the scores get entered? We're still waiting for Don versus Vanina over on sheet A. Think there's still a stone left. Oh, something close is going on over there.
Too bad nobody in our hot seats. But yeah, again, sheet A is sheet where people tend to take slightly longer to finish and wrap up.
Yep.
Dan versus Vanina. What is currently the situation? I kind of missed out.
Don is leading. He scored 1, so I don't know what's sitting there, but I think, oh, Vanina sitting 2. There is a bit of stuff in the middle, but there is a gap.
Yeah, there's a gap. There's backing because that back yellow one is sitting behind T line. Still an important one.
As long as that one doesn't chip off that center guard, that is going to be
It
okay.
chips.
Oh, it did, but he catches it, and that is a steal or a score of 1 for Don, so he will take that victory over Vanina.
Yeah, what an exciting game, and you could just hear like by the applause coming from the building that was an exciting match to follow. I think
We take a look quick at the groups.
Yes, let's have a quick peek at the groups.
All right, so with that win over Sean, Felipe jumped into first spot. Richard is leading or has won. Well, no, he's leading, but other players have another match to play, so Jordy could still pass him. Mats has, he has one more match. Yes, Mats has another match. Gregory has another match. Chris has another match, so that group is still, anybody could finish second. I mean, it's down between Jordy and Mats to see if they can take over Richard. Although Richard beat Mats, but there's no head-to-head, so that could be interesting. Annemiek, Bart, Gary playing for second place in that group.
Yeah, and the hardest thing, second place, is it going to secure them a best of the rest? Maybe not, but I think in this group, even second place is a quite honorable position, and also entering the Iron League. And I'm pretty sure Gary still wants to try and second. Gary,
Yeah,
he wanted to do better this event. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do so with just 3 points on the board.
Yeah, and at it right now, as it looks, like the best of the rest is not coming out of that group of death. It's just Bram and everybody else is coming. So right now we have Martin, Sean, and Jordy.
Yeah, because that's the thing. The best of the rest kind of probably has 1 or 2 blowout wins that really kind of bumps them all the way on top of that list. But in the group of death, tight wins, they kind of have these circular 3-way splits, and that doesn't really help to get all of the tiebreakers in your favor.
Yeah, Martin has played 3 and won 3, and he actually has beaten Don. So Don has 9 points from 4 matches. So Don's still sitting pretty strong right now as well. So I think Don will get one of the, at the very least, the best of the rest.
Yeah.
So it's looking pretty interesting here. Jordy, I think, with another win can jump up and take that group, and then Richard will be maybe the one sitting out, or depending on what happens. So lots of matches still left to play. Anything can happen.
Yeah, and I think it's nice because we're always focusing on the final 8 here, but I think the other brackets will also be kind of cool to see how all of the matches there will result into champions.
Annemiek taking the hammer in this first end, so Gary was starting things off.
Gary putting one in the house. Good setup here.
Meek will want to get hers into the house slightly better. This one coming a little bit light. First couple of stones after sitting out for quite a while.
Yeah, and I mean,
And the
said she
ice
was
changing.
feeling tired at some point. And indeed, ice is changing, but still a long game ahead of us. Which is very weird to say in this kind of 1v1 where you wrap it up in 15 minutes. But from a tactical point of view, that is what you have to keep in mind.
Yeah.
10 stones.
Yeah, Jeff has been telling me that the matches have been running closer to like 20, 25 minutes. I haven't quite been paying attention on that one, but it's somewhere. We lost time somewhere, so.
I feel like the matches then are taking longer than last year. And maybe people just take a little bit more thinking time. Or they take it more serious instead of just saying, oh, well, here's... I know the reason is Dirk is also not joining. Normally Dirk kind of brings the average down.
Yeah, Dirk will play things pretty quick. My big fear is that we run so late that the taco truck runs out before we finish the final. Maybe we can gain some more time back with the playoffs. And during the playoffs, we don't have to wait for each sheet to finish since we'll be focusing just on the gold playoffs. Once it's done, we go out and...
But the taco truck is here for how long? An hour and a half, or 2 hours?
2 hours.
And 2 hours, everybody will have a chance at eating tacos. Or you're either the early shift or the later shift, but it's not like you're going to miss out on tacos because you will be 2 hours on the ice.
I hope that I'm not going to miss out on tacos. But if we have to push it to the end, maybe we'll eat tacos on stream. Who knows?
Yeah.
A little mukbang stream. Yeah, we'll sort it out. I'll make sure I get tacos.
Yes.
Even if they have to be cold and reheated, I will get tacos. We can always ask them to stay longer too. I think they don't charge a super high price for that.
Yeah, if they have no event after this, then maybe for them it's not really that much of an issue.
Yep.
Coming in heavy, but stayed wide. I think Gary is just going to use that as a hit and roll opportunity. So Alamik struggling a little bit, finding a good setup in this game against the runner-up of last year's Curdia Legends. You can kind of see that we are entering into the afternoon beverage time.
Yes, seen a few more. I've got myself a...
Yeah, I've tried to find eye contact with people to bring me something to drink, but I haven't managed to do so.
They don't want to disturb you.
No, maybe. Gary's trying to sweep to get it in. And we'll stay short of the house. Just a biter.
Yes,
and which stone is shot? Is it yellow or is it red?
I think it's red.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
We can look at the overhead from here. It's very close. I think it's red, but very, very close. It wouldn't surprise me if a measure did something different. And now that actually hurts Gary because it takes away that run back there. Ruben wants to see the ranking screen.
Yeah, we don't really have a ranking screen.
Probably just the group stage, but we can show the group stage in a moment. We'll do it between the ends. Gonna hit on her own. Will that run it back? Oh, it's gonna be a little bit wide and over.
Yeah, not sure about the call. I think maybe she was trying to nose hit the yellow one to bump it back and it overcurled and she was sweeping for line, or was she trying something else?
Honestly, not sure what's going on there. That's the hard part without a skip. We don't know what they're thinking.
Yeah.
It's like, what were you thinking there? I don't know. I don't know. I imagine, Annemiek being sick this week and she wasn't feeling great yesterday and this is a long day.
Yeah.
Lots of up and down, warm up, sit down, warm up, sit down. Gary taking his sweet time.
Yeah, yeah. What are the matches over on the other sheets currently?
We've got Brum and Bart over on
Oh
sheet
yeah, they mentioned
C
that.
and Andres and Verla on sheet A. I'm seeing Brum throw some up weight there, looking like a lot of redstone sitting in. This
There's a
one is
gap.
going to curl around through the gap, and will that sit down? Oh, that does. That is a pretty good stone there from Gary. Nicely threaded through the...
Yeah, and if Anami can find that same gap and do like a little tap and roll behind the stone, could be nice as well. I mean, there is still a little bit of a backing now. Not sure if this is going to be the call.
Getting gifts? I didn't get a gift.
Yeah, a card. This is bribe money, John.
Yes. I mean, I didn't get any bribe money. Slide felt a little bit inside, now pushed it back, trying to get it down. Line looks like it's okay. Depends on how much weight that has. Oh no, it's just going to be dying a little bit. It's going to over curl. Did that push into... No, still first and third for Gary. I'm thinking Annemiek is second with that red one, so...
Yeah, yeah, definitely second. That is, but this is first or second.
This one I think
Oh
is
yeah,
second.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, actually, just it's hard to see, and the question is there a come around, stick out red and score 4? Is it something you might want to try if you're Gary? If you want to have that odd option to still manage the
I think it
top
could
three?
be there. I mean, coming around this outside, not a whole lot of weight. We know it's curling, but it has to sit pretty close to...
Yeah.
It has to sit inside the 12-foot.
I feel like in this event that the way it is organized, Gary is now fourth in the group. If he really wants to avoid that wood playoff, that kind of tiebreaker could be something he could and should play for. There's not also that much he can do wrong.
Well, the one thing he could do wrong is if he taps this red one back. But I think he's just throwing a guard up over to take that option away from Annemiek. Now, this stone is carrying a lot deeper than I'm sure he wanted it to. And that is going to overcurl a little bit, but how much room is there to...
Yeah, if it was just curled half a stone more, then Gary could have been in trouble with Annemiek being able to raise red onto the shot stone, but that is not really the case. Or is it? Or is it? It's hard to tell. I don't think the angle's actually there.
Yeah, this is a tough one. If you look at it from the overhead, there might be enough room to get to the nose of this red one here, but I don't think you're going to have a whole lot of speed. So maybe you can get it there. I mean, I guess she's just trying to hope to score 1 on her shot, on her stone hammer. But
it feels like similar to doubles. A hammer is strong, but you're not able to have full control keeping things open with the free guard rule. So stealing is not that rare. We've seen it quite a lot.
so over on sheet A, I believe Fairla had the hammer. Yeah, Fairla scored 1, and Bart scored 1. So
she's trying for it, I think. It feels like to wait and the ice.
Gonna get around. Now
You can hold it.
she can hold it. That's gonna be amazing.
Oh.
Now doesn't have enough weight to get all the way back. We're gonna look over the top. And no!
Oh! But what? I think it was a great effort, though.
Good
And definitely
effort.
second shots.
Yeah, that was certainly something. You know,
And
it's
yeah, bold move to try it. It was a very difficult one, and it was pretty close. And yeah, finding like you need to wait to bump it, but you also need to curl to come around and hit it on the nose. That's the question. Was it there? Was it not there? Will forever be a question out there. But in terms of attempts, it was a very, very
that was
attempt.
an amazing attempt there. That was. Yeah, she got it on the nose and just needed a touch more weight. She swept it all she could, and yeah. So Gary with the steal. He will be with the hammer in the second ends. As Adamik starts things off over here. Sweeping it, but I'm not sure she really needs to. Oh, I guess maybe she does.
Maybe for curl, just to get it as close to the center line as possible. And yeah, it's just like barely
Wow,
by her,
okay, yeah, we were seeing with Martin and Rick, their stones tend to just carry, and this one seemed to be lighter, so. Oh, we forgot to put up the ranking screen for Ruben. Sorry about that, Ruben. This one's going to curl over and tap on that red, I think. Or is it? Yes.
Just the slightest of taps.
Hey, slightly correct.
And also tapped and rolled kind of
Yeah, got
half
a little,
underneath,
little
so
spin underneath, Swedish curl underneath. So yeah, trying to get an eye on what's going on. I can't see very far right now, so. Oh, thank you very much. Gregory trying to bribe us with some beers that we asked for. So hardly a bribe.
this one stays wide.
Oh, Jeff and Jorn are holding up. All right, let's see. I can pop up the screen on mine. So currently, they are both bottom of their groups. Jeff is sitting at 5th in Group C with 0 points, and Joran is tied for 4th, or sitting in 5th because of tiebreakers, with 3 points in Group D. They each have one more match. Yes. Gary looking to draw this one. Currently, Anamik sitting 1. This feels heavy. Trying to get it to curl over. Not super heavy, but it is going to get behind the tee. Is in shot position. Stays open. Anamik could be able to take that one out, roll underneath.
Yeah.
That would go a long way to stealing this end. I mean, Gary would have to look into what kind of options he's got.
Yeah.
Smart got his hand on his hip. I see 2 red stones right now and a ton of stones near that in that forefoot. A couple of stones left coming over on sheet C. 4 more stones on sheet C.
He's light. Starting to curl.
Oh, that's gonna hit on the yellow.
Yeah, it felt a bit light from the start or inside.
Oh, that tapped it just deep enough to get to that yellow to second. That's unfortunate there. I think this is where we see the energy levels start dying down, the weights coming a little bit softer, that sweeping not carrying things a little bit further. Yeah. He's getting close to their last match. I think this is the last match for...
we can hear it is, I think. And also with Bart and I don't know if...
Bart and Brom. No, Gary has one more match against Joey. But, yeah, that is it for this group.
Yeah, coming to these final stages of the group.
It'll be interesting to see how people recover during the little break before the playoffs, whose energy comes back, who is absolutely sapped. I mean, you see it quite often in tournaments where players you peak too soon, you blow through your group stage, you get to the playoffs, and it's, oh, I have no juice.
Yeah, there was the hard-fought win, but it also kind of consumed most of your energy reserves.
Ruben asked me, do they have to play against each other after the group stage, or is only a knockout stage for the winners? There are 3 knockout stages. So the 5 group winners plus the next 3 best players, they play in the gold. They are playing for the title of Curdia Legend. Then the next 8 players will be playing in the iron, so there's a prize for that as well for the winner. And then the bottom 8 players will play in the wood playoff, and there also is a prize there. So everybody still gets some playoff curling, but the playoffs is knockout, so one and done. You lose and you're out. Let's see, just popping by, how things are going. Oh, having a good recap. Small recap of the day so far after this game is welcome. Hey, Peter. Oh, yeah, sure. It's been a great day so far. I mean, we can kind of feel the afternoon dip. It's been a long day for everyone so far, knowing there's still some more curling left. But I think the morning sessions were fantastic. We had some absolute bangers of matches.
Yeah, the crazy thing is, with 25 participants, we had 3 people sitting in the hot seat last time, and we felt that was not a lot. And then this year, we also had 3 people sitting in the hot seats.
Yeah, yep. Anamik did something. Felipe was on it for quite a long time. Yeah, he put up a 5.5 with the very first LSD of the day.
Second shot.
Love the security at the end of the sheet. Yeah, they're supposed to be kind of keeping things moving, but everybody's sort of figured it out and they know what they're doing. And we've got Jeff in the clubhouse running as the stage manager, and everybody's like ready to go and stuff. So, yeah, right now, Rick and the guys, they're just out there kind of just to make sure and put the scores up and move stones around. So they've got wood. Yes, Ruben, yes. But yeah, it's been we're pretty happy with the organization. Everybody's been out there. So like you can see the players for the next match getting ready to go. We're still running behind schedule, of course, but these things happen. And yeah, Ruben, Jordan will be playing Magali in the next match on stream. So we got shrimps on the cast, and that will be the last of the shrimps on thing, because I think
Gary's stepping in a red one.
Oh,
luckily for him, the angle is just a little bit odd, but now
Anamik has
hard to score 2 for Anamik,
double,
because it was good for Gary to get that guard out of the way. That made sure that the second shot stone, red one, is exposed enough to take it out. Now a hit and roll on yellow
Yep.
could be a nice option here, serving as a jammer.
And this is the slow match of the session. We've had a lot of issues, not a lot of issues, but teams tended to be the slow group this morning, or the slow sheet this morning, and now it's turning into B. Everybody wants their time in the limelight. So Anamik with a hit, try to sit 2. And then crossing her fingers and hope Gary misses the line. But this needs to curl over if it's going to sit. And it's going to just trickle out wide, so...
Yeah, good call. They just stayed wide a bit.
Yeah, I like the effort. I mean, she had to do it, and right now, so Gary has a nose hit for 2, or at least 1, but he already has the win, so he just has to make sure this red one goes away, and that will move him up in the standings. But I think he's pretty much settled into an iron spot. I'm not 100% sure anymore.
No, he still has this 1 game left for him, so that helps to.
That's true. He does
jump
have
the table
one.
a
He
bit.
does have the last one. Line looks pretty well good. And that is going to do it on the nose. Bing dong. And that is at least 1.
1 yellow. 2 important ends.
Yep, those ends mean a lot more than the points, but the stones. Then, but you never know. That could come into play. All right.
With this game being the last of this session, I think as soon as the results are being entered, we can have a update already.
We can watch the update live while I update the scoreboard.
Has anything changed in terms of group leaders? We still have Felipe, Vele, Richards, Brom, and Dan. Very, very close to getting into the positions, quarterfinals for the legendary roads. Then the question becomes, best of the rest, what is happening over there?
Yeah, I'm not sure why that's not showing up, but I can look at the spreadsheet and I can see it myself. And I want to look at that one, and we're going to look there. So right now, as it stands, Martin, Sean, and Jordi, excuse me, are playing the best of the West, best of the rest. They are
best of the West.
Yes.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Why? Let's start this again. All right, Magali started things off. There we go. So let's see. And then, yeah, Gary right now sitting as the odd one out. The iron number 1 being the first person to miss the playoffs. But if Sean has to leave early, then Gary would move up. So that's also a way to get into the gold. We'll have to find out on that. That will come during the break.
Not able to get this come around, and we are having Magali playing and being supervised by Tour the Goat.
Yeah, Tour, I don't know, is he supervising or is he watching and judging and critiquing and like a coach?
I think all of the above. The good thing in terms of options to win prizes, it doesn't really matter that much if you're not in the top 8, because the winner of the Iron Roads will get a pick from the legendary prize table, and the winner of the Wood Roads will have the same pick, but just 1 pick later. And then the last won the last legendary prize will be awarded by lottery. So everybody's still in the running, no matter how good or how poor they perform today.
But I think generally hopefully everybody's having a good time. They were certainly having a good time in the morning session as things carry on. But I think that's like a lot of curling bonspiels. It's like, by the end of each playing day, you just get you're a little worn down. The next day, your energy doesn't bounce back quite as high. And then, so by the end of the weekend, we're kind of compressing the entire weekend into one day. So
I think we also get some new dynamics once the knockouts start, because at some point, the participants in your group, everybody is kind of focusing on their group. No matter if you're playing good or bad, you still have that next game. But after the group stage is over, you're kind of playing to stay in the tournament.
Yeah.
Every loss means you're out, and that brings a new angle to the game. And also, you're starting to forecast your opponents, like which group am I facing?
Kevin is doing this for the first year. Yeah, this is Kevin. Kevin is really new at this and has done. He's quite. I was pleasantly surprised with how he played in the mixed doubles tournament or the doubles tournament, and yeah, really, he's hanging in there. He got drawn into one of the toughest groups. No, sorry, that's Joey. But Kevin's still got to play a lot. He's playing. He's relatively new, from what I understand. So really good to see like some of the newer players at curling coming in and giving this a shot and not being afraid to get more experienced players. As Joey gave Bart a pretty good run for his money, lost 2-1, but Bart said it was not easy.
No, and Amik said the same. Like it was a tough game against Joey. Joey actually played very decent. He's one of the players we don't know that well in Belgium, although the Belgian curling community is quite small, but we don't get to meet the Ghent players that often. There's only one team from Ghent, Smerig actually playing in the Belgian Curling League, and then of course there's Chris van Rosmaal playing with the Grey Ducks.
But hopefully we'll see Kevin and Joey coming more out to the club, joining a team and playing in the BCL. We're glad to have him here participating. This is around the guards, but it's way too heavy. That's gonna slide through. Forgot to click forward, so yep, now everybody is starting to sort through and touching this computer.
As long as they don't change any scores.
Nothing in the house right now. Trying to find something. This will tap. Will it have that angle or enough weight to push that red in?
They'll just spread around a bit.
No, but not enough weight to get in there. And
seems like both players kind of struggling a bit with finding that good T-line weight so far.
Yep. Not sure how long they've been sitting on the between matches, and at that after lunch, it's like, oh, I had a couple of beers, I had soup and sandwich. Am I tired? Let's take a nap.
Come and sit on our couch if you want to relax. I mean, we have the best cushions in Curling Club Zemst, or basically on our couch.
Annemiek said she wanted to sit on the couch all day, then she hasn't been back since this morning.
Yeah, but the effect is nobody would just do it out of themselves. You need somebody to drag people in and say, come sit on the couch with me. That's how
there we go. We're getting done.
And we have microphones, so we can have double people on the couch. I mean, John put all of the work to get the microphones working.
But then they can't hear us. Hey, Don. How are you feeling? It's late in the day. You're getting in mid-afternoon. People are starting to get their energy slump. How are you doing with your energy?
Tired, but now I'm good. I'm really happy with the level I play.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we
that-
saw it on stream. The 4 in a row where all of your 4 stones kind of were nicely aligned. You were trying to not look through the glass with Jeroen and the others trying to kind of get you off guards. You were very good at focusing and nailing
I
each
don't
roll.
like the crowd. Then I'm getting nervous. So
Well, you didn't show it. I mean, you really looked like, especially after that fourth one, it was like, yeah, hands on the hips. Yeah, that was a good stone. That was a very
Yeah.
good stone.
yeah, but it was I had 5 times that I can draw the same pad.
Yeah.
So I know the ice. I knew the ice.
Yeah.
And the ice knows you, Dan, because
Yeah.
you've been playing here for so long.
And and I said I was really good at my drawing game. So
Yeah, I mean, you really proved that that's exactly correct. Your legendary power skill is perfect draws. We had to enjoy 4 of them in a row. So you're setting up for a group win, entering the final 8.
no, I'm waiting for Martin.
Oh,
He
yeah.
needs to play against Vanina, and if he wins, he's the winner of the group. But I'm hoping I'm the best second player.
Ah, but like in the best of the rest ranking.
Yeah, with 9 points, I think you're pretty safe.
Normally 9 points
Okay.
is quite a
Yeah,
lot,
I
right?
think-
That's a big relief.
But we don't know for sure. We never know for sure.
Well, as it is right now, the Martin has 9 points, then Sean has 6, and Jordy has 6. So, Don, I feel like you've got a pretty good chance. You've got 5 ends, 10 stones. LSD is pretty good comparatively. I think even if Martin jumps over you, I think you're going to still fit in that top 3.
Okay, check goal 1.
I think a lot of people, their goal is like, let's just try to make it to the gold playoffs, and then we'll see what happens. So,
Yeah, that was my goal also. So I'm really happy.
so have you been enjoying the day outside of the curling as well? I think it's been pretty neat to see everybody watching the matches go on and kind of cheering, and when something good goes on, and it's I think it's been a pretty good atmosphere. No?
Yeah, it's really fun here in the cafeteria. People are cheering for each other. A lot of fair play. A lot of applause for the others. So it's really nice, the atmosphere.
Yeah, I think that's maybe the nature of having this 1v1. And in normal Bonspiels, you have the teams that are playing, but the teams that are not playing don't always stick around for 2.5 hours to watch the other games, or they do, but they're just chilling a little bit. But here we have 25 participants, but only 6 of them are on the ice. The other 19 are in the canteen. So basically, there's always a kind of a nice crowd. It's the games are too short to really kind of go home. So
Yeah, but the suspense is so high with the two enders.
oh yeah.
So I wanted to go outside for a walk, but it's too nice to see the matches.
Yeah, and they're short matches. Like you're never in this kind of boring middle section of a match waiting for a conclusive end. Every stone kind of matters. You're already down to the crucial part of a match.
Yeah, on the ice it's so fast. You're never you feel never comfortable.
Ah, yeah. Anything can change quickly. I mean,
Yeah.
even the more experienced players have said they've had some struggles against the newer players.
Yeah,
that-
you can throw 4 good stones, and the other one has to throw just 1 very nice stone, and then you are in trouble.
Yeah, I remember that was when you were playing on the A sheet and you were the last on the ice. So we kind of panned over to your game, and then Martijn made a very good draw,
Yeah.
kind of settling there on the pin. That was, I mean, you can have a perfect draw, but if they can do a better one, then it settles, and you don't have 5 more ends to turn things around. You just have 2 ends.
Yeah. The previous game against Vanina, she threw also a perfectly freeze, and I was in trouble, and I was a little bit lucky on the end that I could win the match. So
Yeah, we'd love to see that, though. It's like that. We've had some really good matches. A lot of them have come down to that final stone, and really like it could go either way. Ooh, this one just carrying through a little bit and probably past back line. Yep. But Magali has the hammer in this end, so she's got the point in her pocket, so she just needs to make sure that she keeps that button open. No takeouts just yet, but how do you find the format? I mean, it's a nice cross. I think it's a nice modification of mixed doubles. Now, granted, I'm a little bit biased because, well, we didn't. I don't want to say we invented it because I know other people have played this format, but I think it's sort of just bringing it out and trying to make it a competition. I feel like it's a fun change of event, change of pace. I wouldn't want to play like an entire season of solos, but
Yeah, it's fun for a day.
Yeah.
It's fun for this tournament. I'm really enjoying. So I'm happy that that I write down my name to enter the competition. So yeah.
I remember the last time we placed each other in the doubles cup years ago. You won it. It was like the third year in a row. You and Jeroen won it, and you said, "I hate this format."
Yeah, I still hate it. It's a lot of draws. You don't have any feedback of your speed, and I like the format with 4 more because I love my sweepers.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is even less because you even have like nobody telling you. Even mixed with doubles, you can have your partner time you and give you kind of a little bit of feedback or even hog to hog something. But here you have like no information at all. It's just feel.
Yeah, but the fun thing is with the doubles, you have some people who are expert in the double format, and I'm just enjoying it a few times. And now everybody, for everybody, it's new. So
Yeah.
everybody is struggling, everybody is searching for the perfect line, the perfect speed, and that's the fun part of this tournament.
Yeah. Oh, we're glad you're enjoying it. We're glad we've heard a lot of positive things for it. So I think we'll be bringing it back again.
Yeah, I
we
hope
should.
so. I will enter immediately.
Good to know.
Yeah, like-
Noted.
Having like a former Team Regen player knowing strategy and stuff, we have been talking with Bart and Jeroen, like what is the meta strategy? We haven't really came to an obvious conclusion. You always take the hammer in the last stand, that works, or you always have to throw stones in the house, avoid guards. Do you have like a meta strategy that you're applying, or are you just kind of following the flow of the game and just adapt to what's in the house?
For now, I'm always started with first stone, so the hammer in the second end, because I like to have the last stone of the game. That's at this moment strategy, and then the first throw is just yeah, on good luck to see what the eye's gonna do.
Yeah.
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 But the plan is for a draw in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, I mean, we saw it a bit last year, and I kind of agree with that strategy as well. Take the hammer in the second if you have the choice, and just try to put your first one on the button in the first end, because they can't do anything to it. So get something there, get a couple if you can, block it up, and then force them to make the difficult shots.
Yeah, because Bart Klomp, he had a different strategy. He was kind of arguing for, I like to have the hammer first, then take a bit of a score lead, and then you put pressure on your opponent. Since it's a very short game, your opponent might stress out, and you have control to maybe defend something. You don't have to try for a steal or 2 or 3.
Yeah.
You completely know what to do to defend your score lead, but that really highly depends on actually getting that score lead in the first end.
Yeah, because then there is a big pressure on the first end.
Yeah.
Now I have also pressure in the first end, but if it's not the score I like, then I know I have the hammer in the second end. And if you start with the hammer, then yeah, you need to throw all your cards immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on your side, Don. I think the same thing. It's like I want to have that hammer card in my pocket for the last end. And yeah, I'd like to throw the last stone at the end. I'd like to know what I need to do instead of trying to force, because if it doesn't work out in the first end, like if you're a little bit wide, you miss something, suddenly you've given up maybe a steal of 1 or 2, and then you don't have the hammer, or yeah, you don't have the hammer in the next end either. So
yeah, and the ice changes a lot on the games.
Yeah, lots
So
of sweeping,
it's really difficult to start the game. And if you then have the hammer, your power, your voordeel, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Your advantage.
Yeah, your advantage. Thank you. Yeah, then it's really difficult to do that on ice that you don't know.
Yep. Yeah, it was interesting watching like the very first LSDs come through this morning, and how Felipe practically on the pin 5.5 centimeters with just fresh pebble, like nobody's run anything on it except for 2 stones the other way. And seeing some of the early matches where some people got that line, that weight right, but then as the ice sped up, it just kept going through. So
Yeah, that LSD was phenomenal.
yeah,
It was a miracle to do that on ice that's just freshly prepared.
yeah. Which throwing order were you this morning?
I was 22, 20.
Oh, okay. So you
Three,
had.
so-
I would almost feel like you had a little bit of an advantage. You could have timed the ice a little bit and it's already broken in instead of, okay, it's completely fresh pebble. Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, but the difficult part was you have 2 practice LSDs.
Yeah.
And that one were perfect. I think if they measured that, I had won the LSD challenge. But yeah, yeah. But then if you throw them back, the speed is a little bit faster.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
and the second one, I misjudged it.
Were you hoping to get in the hot seats?
I was sure I was hoping. I was going for the first place, but I was third, so it was okay.
Yeah. I mean, you still ended up with a good seed. You avoided the group of death.
Yeah.
Not to say that your group has not been easy. I mean, with Martin there, he's
Yeah, Martin was a really difficult game.
Yeah, and you fear Martin, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you mentioned that in your
yeah,
survey.
because he has an handle that I can't do. He can go at places with his stone that I can't reach.
Yeah. It's. Ooh.
And on his last throw in my game, the perfect throw he did,
Yeah.
I knew I can't go there.
Yeah, he just has that late extra curl because he has so little handle on it, rotation. Yeah, it's I've played with him, I've played against him, and it's tough either way. But
Yeah.
so I was like, where do I put the broom?
I can agree.
It's tough either way. Kind of summarizes the.
Where do I put the broom for him? Because it's like if I put it out here and it curls too much.
I played this week with him at the club competition, and it was really difficult to set ice for him.
Yeah.
Because our rotation is so differently.
So Magali with her last stone, opting for a draw instead of a takeout here.
Yeah, she doesn't need to. Well, she needs
She needs to
make
score
sure.
2 to win. So
No, she doesn't. She's got the
oh
lead.
no, yeah,
She
I'm
just
always
needs
looking-
to make
she-
sure she's
that's true. That's true.
better. The takeout might have jammed. She's got to make sure it gets there, though.
Stop.
Don't sweep too hard.
Stop.
No, that's perfect.
Wow. Look at
Perfect.
that.
Look at that. Great stone. So that is another one for...
Very, very nice way to end your match. Just putting it on the pin. And with down here, the professor of perfect draws, you can perfectly appreciate a draw-winning stone like that on your hammer end.
I think a perfect throw is more beautiful than a hard takeout.
Those are words of wisdom. John.
I kind of like that. I'm okay with that as well. That's
Yeah,
it's just
it's not that spectacular for the socials, but it's so difficult to get it right on the pin.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you are, I think, the first and maybe only lead to have a highlight reel match, highlight reel shot with this perfect. I remember you played a perfect tick shot, and it just absolutely pushed it off to the side, pushed the guard. The shooter rolled over and bit the house. It was like a thing of beauty. It's like actual perfect textbook. It was the first time I ever took a non-takeout or non-super tight draw as the shot of the match.
Yeah. The problem is that people that don't watch curling a lot don't know why it was a good stone.
Yeah,
My colleagues were asking why is it good. I need to explain. And then
then you spent 20 minutes talking about the rules before you could explain why it's a good shot.
And then I had another shot that was more watched as a highlight, but that wasn't a perfect draw.
No. You never know with the internet what is going to take off and what is not. I mean, we have that one video that we got 5 million views from it, and it was an okay shot, but I didn't feel like it was 5 million views. But hey, you never know what the internet likes, what they don't. I've put out shots that I thought, yeah, this is gonna go big. These people are gonna see this and go, wow. Nothing.
Yeah, my shot that goes that went the biggest on the socials was the takeout that went through stones. So yeah.
I mean, when you take it away from, like, a lot of these shots are presented without context, so it's like you don't know what's going on in the game. It's really, so I think that changes a lot of it as well. Like,
Yeah,
it's
but it
like,
was nice to see the comments of the video were really nice. There were a lot of curling players around the world because it went viral on World Curling, and there were a lot of Canadians and other nations that said van, oh, I also that happened also with me. So it was not to laugh with me.
no,
So
no, no, no. I think there's a lot more empathy, especially in curling, that, you know, everybody's had that one stone that looked great and then wasn't.
yeah, because it was really embarrassing. It was just it went through a little gap.
Yeah, how did you miss? I mean, I didn't think it was
Yeah,
possible to miss
it wasn't
and you
possible
did.
to miss it, and it went perfectly through.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I think I think that speaks to everyone. It's like, it's one of those things. It's like, if you tried to do it, I could give you 100 stones and it would never get
Yeah.
through. But that one time you don't need it to do it is when it's like it's a millimeter on each side and it goes right through.
yeah, and just when it happens, there's a camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is our job. This is where we come in.
This is why I do it.
Yeah.
It's not for the highlight reels. It's waiting for the embarrassing stuff. But that just doesn't happen
Yeah.
often enough. But
So
no.
now I'm really happy that I have today the 4 in a row.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that one I
Somebody took a picture of it, so it's already
Yeah.
on our socials as well.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
nice.
and I grabbed the video. I don't know if it will like be easy to put out as something as a highlight, because it's like, if I try to show all 4 shots, then it becomes too long, and then the algorithm doesn't push it. You know, the short attention span of people these days. It's
It would be nice, then I can show my hobby to my students.
yeah. Well, just schedule a day in class and put up all the broadcasts. I'll send you the timestamps of this so you can show, hey kids, watch me speak English, and show and talk about my curling.
No. I'm trying my best.
You are doing great. You really, I think if we, you guys, like every time I speak with a Belgian and they say, oh, my English isn't so good, and then they're giving, practically speaking, doctorate level English classes, and me and my Dutch is like, oh, you're fine, and I sound like a 4-year-old who.
My teacher English at the Middlebury school would said something else.
I remember having a colleague that did that. He said, oh, I'm sorry, my English isn't so good. And then it was like, he proceeded to speak like, if I didn't know he was Belgian, I would not know where he was from. He didn't have an American specific accent, but it wasn't like foreign. I don't know. It was really hard to pick out. I think it was just because of growing up in the States that I would pick up that he wasn't a native speaker, but it wasn't like anything. And he was apologizing for how bad his English was. And I said, what?
But that's typically Belgian.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, you're a native speaker, so you maybe kind of get to compare all of these different flavors of English from foreigners. What is like the tell where you could say, oh, this is like the Belgian flavor of English? Are there specific things that are noticeable where you could pinpoint it to Belgium?
With like Dutch and Flemish, it's the TH sound. Some people can get it, like, so saying the, they might say duh or za. Some people can get it pretty close, but not quite. But with the Dutch from the Netherlands, they often have like that hard R that they don't get rid of when they speak English, so that kind of outs them. But for Flemish, I don't know if there's really something. It's like, I know when I hear it, but can I say exactly what it is? I'm not quite sure.
Meanwhile, well, kind of having a peek back to the game, Jordi is sitting pretty strong. I mean, he has this 3 stones in front of the house, well, basically biting the house, 2 of them. They don't look that impressive if you look at curling as an attempt to be close at the bin, but from a tactical point of view, there's just a wall of stones where if you're Reds, you're trying to figure out how to get into the house.
Absolutely, yeah, that's a pretty tough call there. Also taking a peek over on sheet C, we've got Guy against Andres.
That is an interesting one.
Yeah, last year's thought they played already today, didn't they? Or I'm way
No,
out
it
of it.
isn't Andres.
Yeah, I guess not.
No, it's Moto. Andres is wearing a Takeout Tiger shirt, and Takeout
Oh, no,
Tiger.
that's Kevin.
Hey, he's
Oh, there's
sitting here in
Kevin.
Oh no, that's Kevin. Well,
Andres
see,
is a,
Kevin, yeah.
in front
I
of me.
I have
Oh,
my
there he is.
I have my thinking glasses on, so it's like I can't really see past you, Don, and clearly. So if it's like a blue jacket with kind of shaggy black hair, dark hair, it's like that could be Andres.
Oh yeah.
So no, that's Kevin.
Oh yeah, maybe that should be the rule, Don. If you want to leave the lounge,
You have
should
to find
hand over
somebody
the.
else,
You
yeah.
have to find another
Yeah?
one to fill in the
Nobody
spots.
wants-
I'm searching for a voluntary, but
please help me. Help me.
Or you can bring them in, have the mics, or you just pass on the headphones.
I'm just gonna throw it to Andres. So
I think Timo just entered the building.
no,
throwing
guys.
I
Yeah.
don't think Timo is going
No,
to
no.
be interested in
I was
talking right
teasing it.
now. I really thought he went home. I was hoping for his sake, for his health, that he went home to go feel better. I know he wants to be here because he promised, but he is sick. All right, this one staying on the outside. That's going to tap onto the red. A little bit heavy. He wanted to guard that, but I think that's pretty good. That's going to force that red out to the side. Control the angle. And the couch, comfortable. I mean, it's a very
it's-
nice. We were kind of thinking maybe we should put our broadcast booth over there, like
Yeah.
on the couch.
Broadcasting from the couch is kind of neat. You have a pretty good view on the ice because nobody really sits on the stands on that side of the canteen.
Yeah, and it would be easy. I think if we're sitting there, then we'd be able to see people and then drag them in and say, "No, come, you have to sit." And as soon as they see you and they're like, they kind of feel obligated.
Oh, I think Vandina is going to enter the
No.
lounge area.
Yeah, I have a volunteer.
Hey, Martin.
Aha.
Getting dragged in. He didn't. He's like, "What's? Oh, what? Yes.
What
Yeah,
is
oh, you
happening?
said yes. Okay.
Hello.
Oh.
But I ha-
Hello.
I have to play.
Next, yes. So we'll let you go for that.
Okay, thank you. But I still have to change. So.
Oh, okay. Well, then you have to go change. You got suckered into it getting on here, but yeah, you've got the chance to win the group. A single point gets you
Yeah.
gets you through.
Yeah, I
Then-
think even if I lost the game, I'm still through. I'm
Yeah,
not
I think
sure,
you're
but
in. I think you're in the. You've got a really strong spot for the gold. The
yeah,
gold final.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you and Don, you both have 9 points. If you win, you're for sure getting with the winning of the group, and I think Don would be pretty
Yeah.
safe with 9 points.
Yeah. And if I lose, I will be safe with 9 points, I guess.
I think so. Yeah, 9
Yeah.
points is quite a lot. That's
Yeah.
3 wins. That
It's
should
3
take you
wins,
pretty far.
That's it.
Exactly it.
Yeah.
But that was a pretty good little
Yeah.
draw.
Yeah.
Your one of your last stones.
I think Martin
against
was.
Don.
Yeah, we had that on camera.
that
It was
one,
on the
yeah.
A sheet, but the game dragged out a bit, so
yeah,
we
that
had
was
a
a
peek.
nice one. Yeah.
We had a peek over on sheet A, so we were able to capture that on camera.
Oh,
so it is
cool.
still there.
Yeah. Do you have any explanation why the A sheet seemed to be running behind on some of their matches? Was it just because the ice is difficult, or you guys are just playing slow because you're not on camera?
I don't know.
I mean, you're
There
unfortunately
was
leaving
one
this on
stone.
shorts.
There was one stone that picked something up, and Don was. He let me to play it again. So that's maybe where we will
Oh,
debate
yeah.
later. So
We noticed the round of applause
that's
here.
true.
Everybody
yeah.
rooted for the sportivity.
Yeah.
Sportivity, yeah.
if there is a prize for that, give it to Don.
So,
yeah, but
how was the kind of the matchup with your buddy Gregory going on? Because you guys are double trouble. You entered the tournament, and everybody here, especially in Belgium, they see you like a duo, right? A dynamic
Yeah.
duo. Do you have this kind of hope to meet each other? Although, yeah, I don't know if you'll meet each
I
other.
don't think it's gonna be able
No.
to meet each other. But like last year, we were together in one pool, so that we played each other.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but I wrote it down on the player sheet. Like I want to play him to beat him, but
you
I
also
don't want
fear
to.
him.
I also fear him to lose from him. So it's a
Yeah.
bit- but it's cool. It's cool. It's like I really had bad LSDs, but now the draws are going very well. So
Yeah, I mean the LSDs are tough because of the groups it put you in, but I don't know. I mean, we we've got Group B, we're calling the Group of Death. We've got 4 very strong players in it. So it's like one of those things like who's going to come away with it? And, you know, right now it's looking like only Braum is going to come through that group. That's how tough it's been, that nobody else is scoring enough points to get up. So that's always an interesting thing, you know, a little twist, and it's sort of your own how do you call it? Your everybody's own skill that got them there. How well, I mean, you actually had to throw it. It wasn't just like randomly pulling a ball out of the hat. That's just what got you your throwing order. But for the rest, that's all you know, that LSD. How do you adapt to basically fresh ice? That's that's tough, and no warm up. Like two stones, it's something, but it's
but in the other direction.
Yeah.
So
nobody's happy. Last year's like, oh, it wasn't on the same sheet. This year, it's
happy.
not the same direction. I mean, you weren't happy having to throw number 5. I know that. You wanted number 23, but
yeah.
I can't control it.
I keep it in mind for the future.
How did you like us having this kind of pre-event show? Sometimes we were kind of discussing it could be nice for people to already kind of get into the vibe of the tournament the evening in front of it. There were quite a lot of people watching and participants, obviously, because they had a stake in the game with the draw.
Yeah, it's you know your place, but it doesn't make any difference when you have to be here. So
no, that's true.
Yeah. It was cool to know, and you explaining the event, and I just wanted to see who's was all following it on the internet. So
yeah,
but it was nice.
And I have a bone to pick with everyone because so many of you guys tuned in. Only one person liked the video. I'm really disappointed on that. I can't see who liked it. But I know
it was me.
Everybody says, "Oh, we like what you do." It's like, well, then click the like button. That gets us more people. You two out there in internet land, if you're watching around, don't forget to click to give us a thumbs up.
Somewhere here behind.
It does really help us out.
It's cool.
All right, what do we got going on here? Yori's...
I'm gonna get
all right,
ready
yeah,
for the
you
game.
go ahead
All
and go get ready for your game. Thanks for stopping by, Martin. Good luck.
I'll push the like button here.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Bye.
Yeah. We have
oh, God.
Jordi van der Kade
I
against Christoph. Christoph is the guy who manages to basically throw away every possible win straight into the garbage.
He has struggled today, yes. Yes, that is an understatement. I mean, I think he was fortunate, and he'll admit it himself, that he got 2 draws to start out, 2 ties to start, but then that last match, losing it, and then this one. This is going to take out the red, or yellow, which he cannot do yet.
Oh, has to be put back.
It's just those little things. Yeah, that goes back to where you think it was. Probably somewhere right about there, and then the shooter goes away. Yep. He does still sit shot, so not the end of the world, but yeah, now it makes it something that poor fish. But you know, we got to give him credit.
Poor fish. It sounds more funny if you express it like that, but.
You gotta give him credit though. He found out last night he was the fill-in, and you know, and this morning honestly was really found out he was the fill-in. So,
yeah. I think we were talking to Jeroen and Tom and the Team Breaking boys. I think some of them were like, I would have liked to participate instead of just being here helping out.
I think so. I mean, I know Jeroen was excited. He wasn't sure he'd be here the whole day. But I know that Tom would like to do it. I know Timo got kind of his interest peaked with it. Who knows? Maybe we'll figure something out next year, or maybe another little random thing. We can have the Team Veraken boys have a little challenge against each other to see who's the best individual on Team Veraken. Who's the Veraken Legends? We'll have to come up with a better name for that. So, miss from Jordi there. Had the opportunity to take something out. We are down to just 1 session remaining after this before the ice gets resurfaced and we get a little bit of a break, and then it's money time. So everybody's looking at what do they need to do, how can they get there.
Yeah, because I think everybody will be interesting to know who they will face in the quarterfinals. 24 out of 25 players will play a quarterfinal. Everybody wins.
This one is going to take out the yellow, and now it can. Ooh, doesn't quite get it completely out.
Still in, I think.
Hard to say. That's like right on the edge. Is it in the house or out of the house but on the back line, or is it out? It looks like it's out of the house but on the back line. So just there. I'm watching Verla and Gregory look at the computer, possibly trying to change some scores like we won't notice. Looking over sheet C, we have Kevin scored 2 in the first.
Maybe
Trying to see. Oh, I can look over here. So no, you're okay. So we have Sean and playing Montserrat. Monza, Sean has 2. They're in the second end, and Kevin playing Guy is leading 3-0. 3 or 2? 3. This one being a little bit heavy, carries past the tee, but
It's
not
shot.
far enough. Still shot, yep.
half buried, so I think pretty nice so far. And Jordi already having the 2 points on the board, putting this extra shot stone out there, really put some pressure on the fish there.
Yeah, you don't see behind him, but there is a red stone there, so a hit and stick will set them up. And actually, yeah, Fish has second and third, so if he can get rid of this, he can set himself up for a possible 3. That would win the match. That would make things interesting because Jordi has a chance to win the group with this win. If he wins here, he wins the group. Excuse me. Little hiccup there. Fish leaving it alone. Oh, well wide. It's going to be on his own. Yikes. Doesn't really change anything except now he loses that backing behind it. And
Yeah, the big parts go on your ears, Tuur. Just
doesn't
like
have them on his ears, so he can't hear you.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh.
He was trying to make him bigger so they fit his giant head.
Yeah, my bad. I have so much hair.
So Tuur, you were kind of scouting Marlies' game in the back, the win with the big draw there. How
Yeah.
Judging, passing judgment over her.
Well, that's true. I might have given some tips, but
Oh, rule breaking.
my bad. I don't know if she listened, but
So
Well-
how's your day been going? You guys have been doing a great job helping keep things running. I know Jeff has been fantastic here in the canteen as the stage manager. You guys out there on the ice.
yeah, Jeff is our hero, so
Oh yeah,
he's doing
Jeff,
an amazing job.
can you tilt the camera for the lounge slightly lower? So yeah, want to see what
Oh,
Tuur is drinking.
Oh.
You don't need to know. I'm drinking out of the trophy.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
mean this
Yeah.
is the winner should drink out of the trophy. That could be a nice touch.
Uh,
You introduced it, Tuur. That was out there.
Except I don't think the helmet will actually hold liquid
No.
because the horns had to be popped in, so it's not
Yeah.
like watertight.
Well, but I think the day's been going great. It's hard to not play a game myself, but
Yeah, I can imagine you guys. We've heard you guys all say at one point or another that you'd like to be out there and playing. And I just brought it up that maybe we'll try to organize something a little like Team Varaken challenge. You know,
Yeah, like
it's-
tonight after the game, like an extra special surprise stream. We did that during
or maybe
Carolus.
when
yeah.
they're
True.
healthy too.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I think it's Fish's last tour now.
Yes.
So if we can watch it.
Yep.
You can do the commenting, Tuur.
Oh, all right. I don't know the setup of the house, but it seems like a takeout.
Yeah, he needs to run this back, try to double them out, but
Team the
Yellow 1, so that is a steal of 1 here
yes.
for Jordi.
So Jordi getting the win. That is going to carry him into the gold playoffs. He told me earlier, so yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
a nice win here for
All right.
Jordi. So he's now group winner.
Yeah, that should
Alright.
move him up to the group winner. And I just got confirmation that Sean is going to have to miss the playoffs. So everybody gets playoffs today.
Oh, well,
So we're going to have to bump things around. We'll have to sort that out, who goes where. But if I can look at the...
And was Sean in the gold?
he was leading his group so far.
Sean
Okay.
was second in his group.
Oh, second, yeah.
And no, Sean was winning his group.
Yeah,
so
I think I remember him
Sean will go
winning the
out.
group.
Felipe will get bumped up. And then that will move Jordi into... Oh, no, Jordi's score isn't in there. We're going to have to see. It's going to move things around. Magali even has sort of an outside chance of getting into the playoffs.
Which playoffs?
The gold playoffs.
Oh, all right.
But
That's
no,
good.
nope. All right, so we still have one more set of matches. But as it stands right now, Martin, Richard, and Felipe are the three best of the rest. Rick, Magali, Gary just missing out, but Gary has one more match going on here, so I need to update the scoreboard. And yeah, this is the final match of the
group
afternoon,
stage.
the group stage.
All right.
We will know everything going on. It is Gary against who?
Against
Joey.
Joey.
Joey. All right.
Joey on stream. I feel sad because we have been kind of narrating this group as the group of death and always talking about Anamik, Gary, Bram, who am I forgetting right now? Bart.
Art, yep.
And then
Yep.
we kind of never mentioned Joey, but he's in this group as well, and he will get his.
He's surviving.
He's surviving, yeah, the designated survivor.
And
Yes.
Gary opting to take the hammer in the first end. So
Interesting choice of strategy here.
Yeah, because we have seen many players take the hammer in the second end. I don't know the tactic behind it, but it seems to work.
oh wait, no, I did that wrong. Gary does have hammer in the second end.
Ah.
Forgive me. Forgive me.
Hashtag John is wrong is also a tradition here at
Yes,
Curdia
it's a
Legends.
tradition like no other.
So, Tur, you were mentioning that standing there on the ice watching the games, you kind of feel the urge to try it out yourself, try this 1v1 type of game.
Yeah, I think it would be amazing to join because I missed out last year because I couldn't participate.
And now you're kind of
But-
forced to volunteer
Yeah.
as a.
Now I'm forced to watch. So,
Yeah.
but I think it's really great. It's for any curler, any level. Everybody has a chance to win because it's only 2 ends, and the format is really great.
Yeah, and it's short, and anything can happen with so few stones, you don't have that chance to. Oh, I can build it back up. It's
Yeah.
like nope, it's gone. When takeouts are harder because there's less margin for error because if it misses, you don't have many stones to go after it. So
Yeah, and if you have a lead in the first end of 3 points, then you already know it's almost game over.
yeah,
Because it's so hard to come back in one end.
you
Yep.
just have to play smart. Yep. So I'm looking at the standings really quick in this group.
Yeah, go
Gary is second.
Can you put that on screen?
Yeah, we can do the groups there. We can go. So Brahm has won all of his matches. He is guaranteed to be the group winner. Gary is sitting in second with 6. If he wins, he can jump up to 9 points, and I believe that will get him in there. I do not know why the best of the rest is not showing. Yeah, so that would push Gary up to 9. Don, Martin, they've still got a chance. So there's still a few things can move around here. And, Chris, pulling for Joey. We want to see an upset too. That just kind of makes this thing a whole lot more interesting. That would be kind of the upset of the day, I think. He's a relatively new curler going up against Gary, who's got quite a lot of experience, has played at the Senior Worlds, has coaching Team Varaken, has been around curling for quite a while. This one coming up light kind of actually helps Gary out there a little bit because it takes away the any kind of takeouts right now. So
Yeah, for Gary, I think this is still an important game if he wants to have a shot at this best of the rest position here.
Yeah, can he still finish first or?
No,
First
no.
is no. He
Brom,
also has Brom.
Brom is undefeated, so he is finished with 12. So Gary's best is 9, but that's still second place, and I think 9 points will get him into the best of the rest. So he'll keep it alive. His goal for this year was to finish better than last year, and well, he was runner-up last year, so that means there's only one spot better.
Just win then.
Just win. Yep. Hey, and then once you get to the knockout phase, the group stage means nothing. The LSDs mean nothing, sort of.
Yeah,
it does
the group
determine
stage,
your
that's
seeding,
true.
but
Group stage only has one purpose: is advancing to the knockouts. And once you're there, the group stage might as well not have happened there.
yep.
And how does the knockout work? Is it in somebody already in the semis or?
No. It's going to be 8 players, so the quarterfinals, semifinals, finals. So all 8 players, the best, seed number 1 will face seed number 8. And so the way the gold is sorted out, it's you take the 5 group winners and then we rank them based on their points and all the tiebreakers. And then it's the next 3 players based on their points and tiebreakers. So it's completely possible that seed number 6 has more points than seed number 5, but because seed number 5 won their group, they get that advantage of being the number 5.
All right.
So then it's the same 2 things, but except if there's a tie, each player gets to throw 1 LSD to break the tie. So
Okay.
it would be interesting. So we're not going to use the ones from this morning. They have to throw it again head to head, and it's just all about being better than the person you played against.
Well, that's more
It's
common
always
in
that case, it's always the way. But I mean, even for the tiebreaker, I mean the LSDs, because in the mornings it's 2, and then it's a little bit different. So now you've been out on the ice all day. You got to do it again. We're gonna get 1, and it hits the second, just not quite enough juice on that, but good effort, great line, solid contact. But yeah, Gary sitting 2 with a double guard in front of it.
Oh, that's why you guys see it earlier, because I'm watching the stream.
Yeah, you're watching the stream and not the live, so yeah, you're about 5 to 6 seconds
we're
behind
spoiling
us.
it.
Yeah, I'm like, how can they know it?
Like, how do you know what happens? I'm psychic.
Yeah, that's true.
No, psychotic. Psychotic. Sorry, that's the word I was looking for. I get those confused.
Well, you might be both.
Cycling through his throwing routine.
Yep. Gary was telling us during the last break, he's like, hey, I said I could win you back some time by making the ice a little faster, and then you guys don't go out right away, but then he's one of the slower players on the ice with his routine.
Well, don't blame him. He's making the ice.
Yeah, so I can't, but I'm just saying it's kind of ironic, like with, Team Belgium at the mixed doubles running out of time. And knowing that one of the players is very come on, let's go. He's one of the faster players in the league. So,
Third shot maybe.
I think so. I think
so,
that is a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to ask a question, wait 10 seconds for Tur to see it, and then respond to it.
Because I need to see it live, otherwise it's...
Oh, yeah.
It is very, very confusing. I've done that with watching the thing, and you're thinking, oh, I'm watching it. It's live right now. It's like, no, we see it before it gets sent to the internet, so you're seeing it after it's been sent to the internet. And
Inception.
Yep.
Well, but it's okay. I can still watch it live. Just
turn your head 45 degrees to the right, and... Now, it's a bit harder to see at the far end without the camera. My eyes are terrible.
Well, yeah, you have your thinking glasses.
Yeah.
So they are not for watching.
They're for watching the 2 meters in front of me and not anything else. So you should see how hard I have to squint to try to see something on the far side when the scores are up.
Is Joey going for the draw, or is it...
Feels like a draw, but then it would be inside. But it definitely has draw weight to it.
That could be all right. If he
Oh, yeah,
squeezes that around, get through there. Good
Oh
stone,
my, look at
young
that.
man. Oh, but he left it.
Oh,
he
no.
didn't. He didn't sweep it. But that's hard to know. You don't want it to carry too much. But a little bit of sweeping might have carried that into shot.
That stone had everything to make shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looked really good. But that's also like the he's a fairly new player. Like you learn those things and you learn them by messing them up, making that mistake and going, oh, I should have swept that. And then you just kind of start to learn and feel what the ice is doing and how fast it's going.
Yeah, that's what they say. Failing is the fastest way to learning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless you're skydiving.
True.
Well, I mean, I guess technically you will learn what you did wrong in skydiving, but
You don't have a second chance.
but you don't get a chance to fix it. Nope.
Like the same where people say everything is edible, just some things you will eat once in your life and then it's done.
Gary going for the
Seems
tap back.
okay.
Yeah. Ooh, is it going to be a little bit out and miss?
No,
Oh, nope,
it's
he
fine,
gets
it's
it.
fine.
Yep, and it jammed. So,
Oh wow, two
all
shots
right,
so
Gary
far.
sitting 3. Yeah, playing the smart game, figuring out, okay, maybe if 9 points isn't enough on its own, wanting the end and the stones just in case. Yeah, it's also important for ranking too. So
Yeah.
getting a better seed.
Does every stone count towards the points?
Yes.
Or,
No. Well, it's part of the tiebreaker. So you have
That's the rest.
the points for the game. So 3 for a win, 1 for a tie. Then it's the number of ends you've won, and then the number of stones you scored. So it's in that order, and then LSD. So that takes the break. So if you both have 9 points, you and I both have 9 points, and then we both won 5 ends, but you've scored 11 stones and I've scored 10, then you win that tiebreaker that way.
Okay.
Next year, I might try to figure out head-to-head, but when you've got a round robin of 5 people,
that's quite
it's always
a lot.
little tough. Yeah.
Yeah, and also we left the sign-up period open until the end of March 31st. That did not give us lots of time to kind of reshuffle the whole format.
Yeah,
especially with the 25th entering like 1 or 2 days before the deadline.
Yeah.
We were going for a 24 roster, and all of a sudden we had to shift to 5 groups of 5. Well, that's basically.
I fortunately had kind of foreseen that. Like we had sat on like 21 for a while, and I had enough people saying like, "Oh, hey, I'm kind of interested or not." So there was always that chance. So I started looking at it, and but it still took me a while. Me and ChatGPT quite a while to get that. Let's see. So that was 3 for Gary.
Yeah, that's huge. That is huge.
That is that's a big steal of 3. I mean, I think that all but guarantees him the win. That's a tough one, especially if you've stolen it, that 3. Yeah, if you score 3 on your hammer the first end, that's one thing. But then to steal 3 and now knowing you've got the hammer next, and that is the quirk of this format.
Would that be the reason why you take hammer in the second end? Is that the strategy, or
I think so. I like throwing this hammer last, and I also like being able to play for that steal. It's like, okay, and if it doesn't work out, at least I know, okay, maybe I've limited some damage, and then I've got the option of doing whatever. But if you steal, then you can be... I think it's a much easier strategy in the second. If you're winning and you have the hammer, as soon as you can start taking out, you start taking out. It's... And you can be more aggressive to going into the house because as long as you don't leave a guard, you're okay. If it goes through, it's not the end of the world, but you don't want to leave a guard for the person trying to steal back.
Yeah, I think it's also easier for you mentally just to deal with the fact that you have hammer in the second end and you can control the game.
Yep. Yeah, I think everyone's got their reasons for it, and we haven't seen like a super strategy, but
I think
I still think this is the one that's the prevalent is hammer in the second.
Oh, and a hog. Tom removing the hacks just to make sure that there's takeouts. And they're doing ice
They're going to do the
afterwards.
ice really quick, so they want to get ready to go as soon as this match ends. Boom, out on the ice.
On the 3 sheets, they all threw a guard. I don't know if it's intentional, but...
Probably intentional. This was scripted.
Yep.
Because I think throwing guards in this type of format is not
No,
beneficial?
not in the first five.
No.
First 5 stones. I don't think it's intentional. I think it's just sort of
Yeah.
ice might. It's the last session of this second round, and it's we've had basically equivalent of 2 full games played on it, so it's going to be a little bit slower, maybe a little bit. If you played earlier and it was carrying through, now it's coming down. You're using the same paths, so I think it's more of a the ice has changed.
Yeah. But then what would the best strategy be? Just draw to the pin and freeze on it with your next stone?
I
Or-
think maybe
I
not
think
the pin,
so.
but just definitely
Top 4
top
foot.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of that, just trying to get it in there. And if you don't have the hammer, especially in the first end, yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah,
is
so like center line, top of the house, that kind of takes away a good come around option for your opponent, so they have to try something, but a good come around is not really out there, and as soon as they miss out, you just guard it up, you have the shot stone, you start putting the pressure on, your opponent cannot do takeouts, and I think that's how the snowball starts rolling.
Right.
well
Interesting,
wide
yeah.
of that guard, much better weight, but is it just out on that outer line where it stays
Might
straight?
be too heavy.
It does, yeah, and that's too heavy. I think 1 stone inside that curls a lot more and has a chance of getting onto that red, but we've noticed like right around like the eye on the king slice, like an I and Z, that's really kind of pushing that line where it stays straight if you're even slightly too fast.
Yeah, and probably also the lines that are played quite often are already a bit more slower than on the
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah,
Yep.
because all of the sweeping is basically lots of these draws, lots of like in mixed doubles playing on the same pots over and over, and then the sweeping is already done on these kind of pots. So there's a specific lines where the pebble wears off pretty fast.
Now we've talked about this as a unique form of curling, an alternate form. You've got the Rock League starting next week out in Canada, like the professional curling. And have you
Yes.
heard what some of their twists on it are going to be? So
No, I didn't.
The 4-person matches, they will be 7 ends instead of 8. They only get like 23 minutes of thinking time or something like that, something absurdly low. They want to try to make sure that the matches fit in a 2-hour broadcast window. So the mixed doubles, they're keeping that with 8 ends, but 4s will be 7. And I think the last stone of the end will be worth 2 points if it's on the pin, if it covers the pinhole. So they're trying to make things a little more exciting. It's an interesting strategy. I'd like to see how it goes. The coaches will be able to walk along the side of the ice.
Oh, it's with coaches.
With coaches, yeah.
Okay.
And they get 3 timeouts, but they can talk to the coaches at any time.
Okay. This seems interesting. I think it's
Oh, yeah.
Annemiek 1, 2, 3.
No, I forgot to mute you, Pim. Oh no, or Tur, how did you know Pim's password?
I hacked him.
Hacker man. This one also on the heavy side, but that's going to tap the red back. It will sit down. Red follows through.
Can it take out already or not?
No.
Well,
So well played from Joey to just tap things around and move it there. Now he's sitting shot and push that red to the back of the house. And untap. There we go. Alrighty, so last couple of stones.
so it's Gary's third stone. I
Gary's third
think, yeah.
stone. Yep, he's now able to take out if he likes. So I imagine that's what he'll do. That would be my guess. I would go for just if I've got the 3-stone lead, I don't need to score. I just need to make sure that
Yeah, I think a hit and a small roll or even a nose hit is fine.
yeah. As soon as this yellow goes away, well, I guess there is still a yellow out in front of the house that could be used, but that's so far above that.
I also don't know how close he is with being with the top 3. Like, just imagine if he steals 1 or 2 or 2 or 3, that makes the difference between being 4th or 3rd.
Well,
Who, Gary?
did
Yeah.
Gary
No, he can only finish 6th at best.
Gary won
Best?
3
Okay,
points, right?
that's true.
Last end.
Yeah, he scored 3 points.
Yeah,
So
well
he's
then,
playing for the Iron League at this point.
Tom didn't put the score right.
Oh, in the...
Yeah. In real life.
Oh, in
on
real
the
life.
board.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, he's got 3 on the bottom. Yeah.
You only had one job.
I know. Well, a number of people who like were playing the wrong color stones, but I think they were so used to it's like, oh, you have the choice of hammer, so I get the choice of color, instead of listening and saying, no, you play the red stones, you play the yellow stones.
Yeah.
We took that away. We wanted to make it a little bit easier to manage the scoreboard, so I didn't have to like jump back and forth between like, oh, what color are they? Who's got this? And
Doesn't make that much of a difference whether you're throwing red or yellow. It just gives us a lot of extra work fixing colors if people choose differently. And now by just saying you're red, you're yellow, then we have the Excel sheets pre-filled in.
Yep.
Because we noticed it with the BCL and with the club championships, how many times people kind of mix up the bottom and the top half of the scoreboard because of that color thingy.
Yep.
And what advantage do you really get from getting to pick a color? I don't really think there's a big advantage, big enough to really say, oh, this is
not at this
a privilege.
stage, no. And you can see that there's a 4 put up over on sheet A.
Yeah, so Andres has to score 5 now.
Oh. This gets around. Is he going to pick it? Misses the shot stone, gets one, and just trickles out off the other. But that was a heck of a run there, heck of a throw. So Andres is now. How many is Andres sitting?
I'm gonna have a quick peek.
Andres is sitting
zero,
0.
right?
0. So yeah. And who's he playing?
Is he playing against he? Or is that
No.
just like we were forever saying Andres versus
Andres
he?
versus
I don't know. I don't know his name.
I'm gonna have a quick peek. Just
The
to
guy from Tilburg.
Moro?
Mauro, yeah.
Yeah.
The Italian. It's a me, Mauro.
You know that's very offensive to Italian listeners doing that.
Damn.
Yeah, probably. Scusi, it's a me, Mario. Yeah.
John, you're not making it better.
Oh, I'm not trying to. So this is going to push the yellow out of the way, and that is going to do it. Guaranteed victory for Gary.
Yep.
Somehow, if Joey can manage to push this long yellow guard in, and push those 2 reds out and get the shot stop shown to stay in, that will be shot of the millennium. I think it's probably against the laws of physics.
Probably, yeah.
But it'd be cool to see. I mean,
Yep.
the heat death of the universe all at one moment at the end of a curling match.
I wonder what Tom will do putting up the score. Is he like, oh, this could be a tie, super exciting game, and then not figure out that something is wrong
Now
here?
he figures out now.
I think so,
He
yeah.
sees it now.
Yeah.
He's like,
He was like trying to give him the red stone. Here,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be nice. Oh, wait a minute, why is he picking the yellow stone? And now he's
Oh.
looking at the scoreboards.
like who did this? Come on, guys, get your scores right.
And now his strategy is, if I don't move, they probably don't know.
They
what
don't
to
see
do.
me. Yeah.
Well, he
You know,
he
this
will now.
is like
Yeah,
double
yeah.
checking.
Yeah, no one will see it. No one,
Yeah.
no one noticed it. Yeah, it's like no one
Tommy
sees
boy.
me. Oh, Vanina picked up. Kevin trying to keep up with it. It's just going to over curl. That's going to push it off to the side. And so Gary will have an open draw for 3. Already sealed victory, but he does need the end. Well, he's already won the end. He does need the points maybe to find out where he stands.
And Martijn has a draw for the victory here. He is yellow, sitting 2,
Yep.
and he has the hammerstone. So
If Martin wins this game, is he top of the?
He is
Of
top
his
of the
group?
group, yep. If he even draws the game, ties the game, he's top of the group.
yeah, he's already tying
okay.
the game. So that is
Yeah. So he's already at least won his group.
Nice.
And now this, but the more points he scores, the
Oh.
higher ranking he will
Yeah.
be.
Tom already put the 3 on the board. That is
Wow.
the amount of faith he has in Gary. If he jinxed it right now, then we will know who did it.
Who to blame?
Yeah.
the bad
But,
guy.
I mean, it is wide open. He's got a couple stones in the house to knock it down. You were going straight down the middle. I would be pretty bummed if I was Gary that didn't get this one, but there it is. That is going to
Easy
settle
peasy.
down right on there. 1, 2, 3, and there's the handshake. So, final score,
right.
Gary 6, Joey 3, Joey 0, excuse me.
My-
Tom
now
confused me.
Now you did it.
I definitely need a nap. All right, let's take a look what's going to happen with the best of the rest. Martin, with his victory, will move to the top of the group.
He did he missed his draw, so it's
He
a
missed
tie.
his draw, so
Yeah.
a tie, but so he tied, but he still goes top of the group.
Yeah.
So he will move into third spot.
Do we have the standings somewhere?
We can look at the groups. Yeah, there we go.
Dan is
easier for the
asking if he
people.
won.
That's true. I'm trying to figure it out. So right now it says Don is number 1, but that is not true. Sean will drop out of that group 1 spot. So Felipe.
Dan isn't number 1.
No, Don is number 2.
Well,
on this it says number 1 because the score hasn't been updated yet. So Martin's score hasn't been put in yet. So if Martin had lost, then Don would have been the top. But actually Martin would have probably beaten him on ends
On
anyway.
points,
So
yeah.
all right. So once we get this through, we have some things to sort out with Sean dropping out of the playoffs. That's going to move Felipe up to the group winner. That's going to move Rick, I believe, into the 8 spots. But we still need to. We're gonna let Pim sort it out first, and then we'll figure it out.
All right.
That
Fine.
way you guys can actually see it. But then we're gonna take a break. They're gonna do some ice. Gonna rest a little bit. Stop talking for 2 minutes.
That would be nice. No, okay.
And trying to figure out what's going on. Pim's computer is not connecting to the television so everybody can see it.
Everybody's waiting.
But for those of you out there still watching, hanging on, we're happy you guys hung around. We are still one more session, the knockout round. That is going to be 4 rounds. We will determine the ultimate champion. We are going to have the iron and wood playoffs at the same time, but they will be on sheets A and C. We'll keep you guys up to date with that. But we are going to be focusing on gold for the rest of the broadcast, or for the rest of the tournament. Tomorrow we'll be taking a break, starting up another session.
Yeah.
But thank you everybody
But
who
John,
tuned
wait.
in. Do we
Who's
have it
your
updated?
favorite to
Out
win
of-
the gold?
To win the gold right now, Brom looks very strong. He's the only one who went undefeated through the entire tournament. So I
True.
think he didn't drop an end. No, he dropped 1 end the entire time. So I think Brom has to be coming out of the group stages, the playoffs. But you never know what the break is going to be like, what the the knockout round, it can be, anything can happen. You've got, it's one and done. So
I think my favorite is Martin. I think he has been quite consistent this entire day.
Yeah.
So he will win it, I'm sure.
So let's see if we have. There we go. So there are the. If the update standings are updated, there is the gold playoffs. Brom facing off against Richard, Sean against Jordy. Actually, that'll be Felipe against Jordy, Verla against Don, and Martin against Gary. But those are going to change. We will have that guaranteed before the next stream, but we have to fix that afterwards. And so I am going to come back to the lounge tour.
Yes.
Give everybody a wave, say goodbye, blow them a million
All
kisses.
right, guys. Have a good evening. See you soon.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.